Mr. Mabaha will big program a big platform because Torchlight yewo crash a na akani embedu ho no ukra Torchlight una we oga nti ye ka say program no ye Torchlight ye di hwe nyema mu ye akwakoye te say lens o collab na ye ka say lens ye di check nyema mu ye hu say bibia da ho correct and sana ye di babontia na ye di aba nti program no a very big program.
All right, from entertainment program host of the year straight to political show of the year, Greater Accra region. Folkless, nice edition 2019-2020. Torchlight, Neat FM.
I salute you. Now, what is say? Nyakopa domboko, medeme Torchlight na to so pa na. Enya sem gitu. Na bibi aboko de.
O Torchlight o de papa.
That's ba.
I promise to be faithful and loyal to God and my mother. I pledge myself to the service of the Lord with all my strength and with all my heart. I promise to hold in my esteem a heritage won for us through the blood and soil of our fathers. And I pledge myself in
The best station in the capital, Neat FM.
the whole name of God, so help me, Lord. I promise to hold in my esteem a heritage won for us through the blood and soil of our fathers. And I pledge myself in order to uphold and defend the God name of God, so help me, Lord.
The best station in the capital, Neat FM.
Woodie Oha Echi Bonkno Hits FM.
Yanum Ebibime. Ozambe. Utinya Benasorejoy. Mumunya Benaruhoy. Yetio Yemo Yefawadi Yano, every brime, yeah, Moya Mumo, yeah, Moya, Moya Mumo, yeah, Moya, Any mercy for the brimo.
Jamagana Fonina akwa babie mede be 100.9 eye dwumadi a yatu ne din se Torchlight wonim se edura benada ne yabada nwumre bia na ye chance ye se na no so ne bopa mu sa ne yakwa enim ne dia na che se eye Ghana manyosem ene ye baba beye ensama kodo ebeboa ma menu mienu ne yetima chechiro ma ne yie oman Ghana na da bia e ka se oman no menu mienu dia etise yan yadwen se oman ne yenye ne yie de be se no ne atetena pansam dia na menua se oman no bo a yenyina yetumu bi konfo boni a obeka se ekuro mo no onu so temu bi eti ye chechiro man ne ya ka mere kakra bi ne ya ba beto aba ye wo 1 September a ye wo bosomi kakra bi de enim ne ya ba beto aba eti bi san ho se eni amanyoku ofo no obia egbo ne nto a obia gbomoden se ode eye nasem a opese ode magana fo no ode egu montene so na yenom a ye ba be hwe se no amane de isusu di akwakoto aba no ni ahwe on de akwakoto aba eti wonso emu dian na wasese what take you decision ana wo bibi fufuro bi ho a wo pese wuhu ansa na wo de aye nyina so e de akwakoto aba e de ama amanyokuo bi se obedi nkonim ana beto aba e de ati amanyokuo bi se ono no ni nkugu ana media na mekoto aba unim ade amanije wo pa ne se mekoto aba na media ati obi wo me to aba ati ya wo no wo na wo de ahia mi o na enye de meto ama de se meto ama ne so onwini na se meto aba ne ti obi na eye hopa de na je se mani ade na je se wu nipa no wan ka asem bi a ebetimi ya boa me a minim se amanyosem na eye de nsakra bebre mabrabo ene se be yabusua no omamu no wantimi anka sensem ni yi an convince me edi ana me de meto aba ati ana ne pa na ne hunyia me na enanwumren midin ede magerios AGYEMAN mene mapamfo ye baba betena se ye besi adwa nanado danko akufuado obeka ya akosi de twemu COVID-19 eye enhyehye ya nanado danko akufuado ede to yanim ene yeyi efani bi na me kan so se yawada ye beyi efa bi nso ne yahwe efiri ho okono efiri busumi ya kwakopem se ye beto aba ne de eye manifesto perusal ye befa manyokue manifesto ahodo ne ye befa ne yewuregurem NDC sesen MPP sesen UPP sesen CPP mo sesen Kofi Akpalu LPG mo sesen ye befa manifesto ni nyina ne yahwe no ama egwom de ebetima boye homoden ne yetima hwehwem yie no na ya bomoden ne yetesem ne ye de egu wo de ama yetiefo na yetiefo atimi de yesusu dua e de akwakoto aba 7th December se Nyankopon e de chen ya media seda ebema eye Pius Bedu Bansen ene na womi obene wa ene nsem no bi ba konso aye ba behwe eye nanado nsem okan ya medical boss wo no ene Kotoka International Airport ya bie e de atum yen ye mofra na ye wofa asenem ye nuanom eko school SHS2 fo JHS2 fo wo mo de ene wo mo ebeko na ye bisase private schools concerns and answer the broni beka reservations akodo o merezi send ya hokyere pa eku wo medokoro wo na nya de a enhyehya na nado danko akufuado ka na betima aboa wo because ye kasa ya mofra no COVID-19 wo mutimi spread ni gie pa de a na ya mofra so mefira manone aba no so weni nyina one of the critical questions wo mo ebisa eti ene private schools for no ye no mba bedi nkomo Ghana National Association of Private Schools wo mkasa mafu ahoma no so Saran so na ye mi studio ha menya eye Kwasi Jetuya ono no ye executive director de ma eye Ghana National Council of Private Schools ono beba ha Saran na eye Dennis Abuaje mi aminu aprekope enka ne no municipal chief executive we eye Ekuropon Ekuapem na eye ade a eye Ekuapem North Municipal Assembly na Dennis awo menchen Saran so na eye Felix Nene Kpakpite Oye member of the NDC National Communication Team Felix and so eba beka ye ho studio near packed. Na me hwe anim say a business man oye entrepreneur say professor Kofi Anoche. Oye the managing director de ma eye ancestors or business person na osan your political and social commentator. All right articles be ready for COVID-19 level eba bedu ye hwe anim so be a special guest no eba beka ye ho kan. Na hwe no say citizen I Ghana for so latter part of the show ade a bomba beka on said that ye no na na mekwa ama no so no we aya award ametiefuo bobo modern ma eye Torchlight for the second time. Torchlight ye winning eye this award political talk show our Greater Accra Akan category political talk show eye ye no ma ye nka brofo ye kachi our Greater Accra Torchlight and winning this award a 9th edition of Folklex Media Awards. Eti metie for amwachamo Facebook award na me di chire. Eti mo amutie me na se wuni Facebook dia wunhu. Wo Facebook award ni nie. Award na me di chire mo no. E madawru mo. E na ma support eye Torchlight. E ma Torchlight nyankopon e di ababedu pempenso sei. Madawru ma e na mabomodin na yetimi within a year 3 years some months. Torchlight winning 2 awards as a political talk program in Greater Accra. So I say thank you very much. Bese nyakobo nhyira mo. Onhyira metiefo machefo mo amutie program mo amofrem mo send message. Me panel members amenu amuye adwuma. Panel member bobodin eje se me nwie da. Me producers ana aya me supervisor Kwesi Aboaje, me executive producer Father Dixon. And my general manager Kennedy Asantio say, and your supporter Mode Emayen. And so this is the award, and I say God richly bless you all. Yankupon Shiramo, say Mabua. Now for the second time, you're winning this particular award. Midday Macgerio say, my baby, I in charge of 0277 860644. 0277-860644. Oko Facebook Live, you NEAT 100.9 FM. NEAT 100.9 FM. Yankwa amanoso, na many Joseph Donko, no kasama Ghana National Association of Private Schools. Ya no, eni komo. Jo memwadio.
Ya jaminya.
Empo mo tisen.
Namna dumo, ya ho ya pala mo so.
Yamia domboko private school for mo hoye.
Ya hoye. So emodin.
Na sese mo sese.
Yo, mechia wati for ne ahefo nyina. No machia Ghana National Association of Private Schools members also. I'm say Kwesi Adam na president Bekasa. Na okasa wi no say mu semibu a ankoyi amayen. Na member reading here ankoyi amayen. On the 19th August, and Ministry of Education to just say, I must set up a committee. Now, you know, I'm saying Professor Dominic Phoebe and a down. Now, on the letter about out, press release about I'm saying press secretary or Nkrumah Boateng or Ministry of Education at the bar and say, I said, consultation with member associations. Nyamiadom, Thursday in a letter from GES. Letter no. Or more debate said, Yang as Ghana Association for Paramupa input. And no more debate said date of resumption of school. And no matter of the count say in Fambra. Yes, I can they want to my deadline on the mind on the 3rd of September. And by the 3rd of September, near see a day responsible. The Cardinal and I could say the President Bekasa. Let's say, what saying for you to that? Last year, the normal to Kwamaya consultation near the Adanabano. Na Abasi. But before then, on the press conference, again say you see figures in the air conform. If you one of the figures in the conform now most of the sectors of the economy are bouncing back in full life now. Let's just say, private schools so any even school as you back. Since 15th March and Yonku school. Now, Sam is September, the Kanwa, near Yakobe 6 months. Say, across years, 6 months, own soon at the now. Not Jumuno air rusty. Education is progressive. Into a continual as a twasso and twasso twasso. You didn't say I didn't buy. But the more and going to see a Japan. Nay, after 10 crown. Young go, oh, now some we have virtual classes. Nicole says, I'll virtual price there, because about less than 20% of the population of local school and then you have the opportunity to enter classes. Sometimes when we have the affluent schools in Kakano, and I know some follow a deal with Metria after the gadgets, you call laptops, you tablets, you are more mobile, next year, no much in the ice. You know, quite the two China, government, so you do what TV Suman Crano. TV so me man kwani 10 men on na bia some men out full fee and so out for no on ko adwuma and kwa na TV ho de no moye na teacher ni kura gira classroom a all chan crowd de kra ye nya ne sen na o TV so agesua enti some ye who be said yare na akofo yare no so even more air company now, why chum can say pan and penny for and planning to me no more. Just why I see a protect you. I will form coffee, a quite man, and go to see it. More kind of mood out and graduate you. Mount Grant and going man and number. Not much woman should be. Or more ball, or more cobasa. Yeah, you say. And they will be well protected in the school. Some of Panama, many quite Juman, the other giant. Yasham crown, your mama tell me become a come up. Yavresa no asking the dear or mashe. You protocols in your washing of hands, need the dear and come a man crown. Omo power, come now from the sea. Then collect my coffee, send a bay, you know. You bet my containing in the mall. Yeah, no some tone China. You see a dear ama, JHS2, Embra. JHS 2 years by eBay. Over percentage of Encra or more private schools are more lost to be great. JHS 3-4 more school miles or more crazy. And who Kakrana at the top providers, and Yasin Ketwa. Akoya and my neck is the power. She kept being a quadia share at a church form, adding. And yes, I did some 2 to Yagimuno. Yankenya can call in our best school. But the common ma can live almost Form 2, Form 1, and the upper primary, which is class 4 up to class 6. And Macaron. Now, because the school money, it's much more. But I'm quite bad. Still, our classes will be away. I said, Indian school and then crown the doors over 30, over to make church in Kakraka. Ama, Jumedi, Etinakwakama. Okay. In fact, announcement about the higher power. It says, and buying any president now, but track chain and consultation to the NCIGS Koya, Pia, Cobatia, there be a fever. What be a school no at your mind.
Okay, but maybe some input bang and I'm the call ye. Na another mother my year Professor Phoebe, the committee nana.
Input the only say your rep. A committee so it's the channel through the rep on Sunday. Because Sunday at the man. So
Professor Phoebe committee no.
Committee line.
Okay. Na as we your man penny obecha ko be 90 ya sha se nyina no. Na pom de ne fo no mutu no fo no wo so mo the science ni data e na ye adwuma. Iti mo so mo de science ni data e na ye susudua. Mamode ye nyina so de sa input no call ye bia na apomode no fo na tufu ehu se COVID-19 bia level na ye wona e ba fo mo de nanso ye mofra no anhwa na ko ba ye bi fufura ba
minya se si e kan ye mi schools ye si bia sorry ye bia asore enka ye kwa ye no ma ne kwa asore ba I saw the 2 hours. The papa now obey 2 hours. And Sana Yasaba. Eti okay, ya did the city can and quite medical science now more can here. Say now you can president Kwakatan. As if you can snap from power to the extent said it didn't have borders. Airport say among from what which bit maba wants to bit mako. What you say? He knew a way no and no the government has been able to manage very well. So you can say best school and you have the harding. And you can say, and Kwani is safer in the school than say our phone junk crown who quite do much of movie.
Okay. Beti say announcement by Kwesi Adano and the president here yes announcement. And so far na motu be na motu since announcement in the buy na ko yi amamo say dey na modwetwe say aban no be ye dey found.
Nyamya do say 21st and or say omonfa committee inform report mra. Yedi akwakomom. It did say on betnaso. Of course, president Ama up to 15th October no matter the school. But did say be free family ko ya and some aye kan ye na ye put ya kono. Almost so betna committee betna tia shun bi. Na ebia omohwema ombeti no say be nso free ba no. Ombeti asi now my extended aba even other stages no like upper primary no about account.
Okay, answer na ye breaking for the year, nya ne sa.
Sir.
Okay. Na ahokyera mo kom sikasem mu entoto ye MC wiasa fa na nyina businessman bi eno obekere say adwuma bi run for a period of even 3 months adwuma ne sustainability ebetimi akoye ne dachi mu be basa matrafia from March ya babesi sabiri said ya wokan stimulus package MBSSI for na say wo de ma mo akyerɛkyerɛfo na mo a mokura ankura schools akodo mo de ne kosi sen
nyame adom yene omu adidi nkomo bebre na skane mai nkrom no ndi nra enso mo free meeting ame akwa isa mo sa fe dom beso mo bie ma kakra omo je up to 10,000 no mo skane be sha aba but ye best from say in all the sectors of the economy yana affect your power since 15th of March income be ama. If the small package in the crab and share or more, I see a bomb can say partner. Ye did say, ye the first and that's a common to me at once. Who they say, my more than or much churches can more in between I can walk to 2,000 or much to be 100,000 a year and perform up or much amount. But it is my own mood, you know, mother. And the end of church for the years came from. If you can come over this kind of brand new to get your car, idea can have boy.
Okay, good. Iti Sikano Urban Ebekwama, the owners, proprietors of the school, and now say at church of also can be.
Oh, sir, who applied for the loan now? Who found your risk Canadian? It's your risk Canadian. Most of our members. Yeah, more apply for the loan. About means so about 7% for salaries on the joy.
Okay.
You did say kind of a kind of star. You remember as a shop on Kaka, can I say the Kansas City School? In the Bay, I bit my year, come.
Okay, but such a church for now, woman so uncle individual is almost so apply.
Yeah, be with me apply as an individual teacher.
Oh, okay, sir.
Debbie.
Okay, good. It's a green light. I said I will can say in Chelsea can be back. Said I will can you.
I could meet you no more as I'm train. You did say as more macano. On baby super paper.
Okay, and now subsequently no engagements being and a money a yes, a year home so no ABD and Ghana Education Service. ABD said ya ube who say mo input and mo no mam krata some of the kotu mo mo be hu adwuma na de abojeje na bem.
Nyame aduma next week. Yeah, call meeting. Yeah, better meet the national executive meeting. Meeting wakra. Na yeah, baby I could do no. In fact, yeah, rep no on your baby I could do no. She when I said pushing them work here. Yeah, per audience with the Minister of Education. In our meeting.
Okay. And then you may yada say Joseph Donko na ebirifem ye bedi akire na ye hu said ya no amayeko. Jankopo nshira won som. Yene ayes the national PRO edema Ghana National Association of Private Schools and ye no reading commodity Joseph Donko. They said the media can and the woman no be juma Dennis Abuaje enka no municipal chief executive ewo Ekuyapem North about to pesuwa so MPP din mo and they Nana Danko Akufo-Addo say wabo adwuma dene etu oda na se they ode the pafoforo akọ Ekuyapem North Dennis say wa Dennis me wakọ aba
me Joseminio
po mu ti say
divine selection they say kan wa na abembufa
ame so me diffuse na you we no why na
Danko Akufo-Addo aban no say ko yie dia na dia obe ya say wo so pa no ani age na wakukuru no akoye adwumaden akofie so dibia akobegusafo enti no yeguso ye pinko ye ni man.
Good. And said the midi can and I'm a special guest as usual. Obo Jumedi so Professor Kofi Anoche. Obia or ye social and political commentator. In some cause we may watch articles I would do. Men and I can articles I would do a watch the for COVID-19 when the baby a baba bedru and no man penny address awama. Professor Kofi Anoche so away enjoy managing director the Makwan's estate entrepreneur papa waha. Prof, you want to say?
Mejemo so Erade adom ye ho ye.
Buguso.
Kakranka.
Wa mo business community no mo.
Easy but eguso kakranka. You will sail through.
Good. But mama say say France amekwa amanyofo yi hoyi. Ene major topics I share. Nana Danko Akufo-Addo akasa. E dia fa COVID-19.
Yeah.
Obesha we raise articles bebre. We publish ya na wo ka ensem de fa COVID-19 say emenya ntena ye to so ema COVID-19 bebu nka mfa ye so ekeka enoma bebiri em say some of them ni hu say ye adwuma wo manimu na now baby eba bebedru ene o mampanyin say on Ghana man ekasa ye private school si wo mo su nesu wo kra some private school ana
bachom
will be and then that's how
they run Cambridge programs
okay that's good.
International school.
Okay, good. Inti sadie we ni baby a baba bedru baby a wo forecast here for I think what to go first one about time April.
It's about March,
ending
April.
of March I think. I mean, check them. Latter part of March.
No.
Now
early days, around. I'd say early April. I say ending of March.
Latter part of March.
I was the first to have broken the silence.
Okay, good. Baby, a president. What can the aqua be a borders? Economic activities. You see, so far, baby, I said the year and America. Eto saying, said your forecast. Yen son, ya yen was all mine.
Yeah, that's it. Make you with you for now. Yeah, they've come a long way. Son America, no maba bebre. Na so far the Sandra no be airport finally for international flights near MC local ones no so can and the only thing na anticipate send call the back home school no na MC that one didn't go well. I think it's a honor no follow short kakra. So that's in a summary form no that is where but then we've been a little bit slower. Yes, we've been a little bit slower, but I don't know why, but probably I think politics is taking the best part of the whole steps which we need to take. But
you share the management or money in managing COVID-19 as a whole. And I want to say politics near the.
Well, you see, this is how I would say it. The steps we are taking as a leader, the opposition will also have a say.
Okay.
So probably that's what I'm speculating.
Prof, now what can young country.
Meka say, you see, we are in a abattoir embre. Abattoir affair. Into what the Ami Huni say, and I'm on to tuni biwa o two say your friends o two or share. The political
aspect
of it,
Said you are open. We say, so papa politically,
bit me aboa rather than the social and economic benefit. Iji na maika say a school ni and some of them no okay you tutu na more but ya slow kakra sana meka school idie kra de eno kra de ya de minti ase because one
which are issues okay yeah we'll get baby
Okay, now me person my reasons for me.
What for reasons in the brand?
Because
before
we hear the overall effect of the disease, on us. Boni Becker said the fatality rate,
Yeah.
Nipa yari any bomb one, omu femu, eshromo kwa de kwa sama no. Na ohwe yana montutu a ye de ba sabre o sanke yedu echire because me predict say ohwe sibi ayare na ye no a ni effect na wo yesu so nti I said the disease was dead on arrival. In fact, that was the word I used. And I'm used to nti ewu on arrival they are why going that slow pace. Anything I make I say to my estimation no I slow kakra in it coming. But then all in all we've come a long way. Into Sana Mecca said mechanic, but not to the best as I expected.
As you expected. Now, what share a year airport sa ye be a year passengers are airbem na 150 PSR. Because no so it was sort of don't I want to have what about dream.
Oh, I don't think it's a minimum by dream because as a nation, no, we need to take certain precautions. I was a yet to me. Yade bibi nneema bi tutu nene kwan so se be ya yenso ye ho nkokire yen
yeah
na instead se be local say for say 2 weeks abeda hotel ne ade na utua 150 within a short time na say ho atowa. I don't think it's a yes kakese bia I was say obi a wo ba be ye business papa bia na so ba be ye djuma ba be di djuma die sronko bi no I was say to me how I think say it's a BB that for my was according to 40 years on my penny.
Okay, good. Aftermath of a year COVID-19, ye bisa say COVID-19. Say nyame aya ya doma ni aba form. Ye jidi say afi ebe kokra o man penny no ntoma ofra say when so ebetwam. Say ebe kokra dia man kwan ben so no ma ben say ye to sustain the economy no a year, which I'm going to also they were more pushy America share the billions of dollars they were more than show economy Canada nominate yakika home into a DNS say to sustain the economy be a COVID-19 the baby.
The biggest idea is swan a dema COVID nabe di a pa yesro a who I had share young kasa afufro ye mun ye demo and I say nipa sebeta fracture COVID nedio mukwasamado. Our biggest challenge is here American say esuro ni hu a ye de share amanfo mu say COVID ni e betimi aye ni ade no eno na wo se ye de hu djuma first so man si etimi yi sa ni man free sa your friends saying it means any money free yakwemo. I think say we should be on a path to recovery economically and other things. The entire makers are no stimulus packages no mo keke kan no if say would the omami stimulus package me ye production na se menya marketer because a man for suro ne ade mean pie consumption in ye at the end of the day no you still stand at a loss. Oma teachers for example stimulus package and as a private school stimulus package ni bi na omo mfa nko school a mo mfa sika ntua omo workers kana so mo mfa yeden now the esuro no a ye de share amanfo mu so far as COVID no is concerned say COVID ne ba be di dem ba be kukunye ne ade Bill Gates wife no like I say millions will be found on the street dead.
Our Africa
no ehu na omo de share ye mu no. Eno ni ade edi edem sisi onye COVID na nkasa. Enipa because o share COVID no enipa dodo a eba ye bosome enumi ko nsia mu sebe life bia ye nipa bia enkwahia de. But o share enipa edi omo ko asamado as against other diseases and as o compare to yare fufro to say malaria to say CSM cerebrospinal meningitis na dia obehu say COVID no dia yeso ho no na ehu say bebe ye hu na de hye ye mu no entimi ameye sa the dia e was ye sisi an say so man say ye bombode na ye be yi hu na COVID no yeso so ho da no ye be ye free ye mu se ye free ye mu a life will get back to normal. Amanfo be pia amanfo be koso ayo mu ndwo amanfo businesses was begin to boom. Now, say young years and who na mfashe munasa mema business communities. Munko jiskan kwewe, munjiskan kwewe, we use money and tabende. I don't know the what do you get?
And we here na here.
No,
MBSS I support our neighbor.
And we here but I was a huni free once. And a mama a typical example no. Oma private school teachers incentive. They are supposed to pay and it's for free. So yeah, it comes with that.
About grace period.
Grace period.
But then they are obetua.
Then they are betua. Inti at the end of the day, no, at the end of the koye ejuma. Ejuma no so ye was emfaso obaso. You get me? Inti say, what the koye ejuma na emfaso ambaso, what have you done? Cost 90. Inti no, for example, if you still continue to lock certain areas of the economy, now more musika so mo fem koye ejuma, what are they going to use the money for? What the production area? At the end of the day, the cycle must be completed. I was say, who produce? I was say, your friends and middlemen, and I said distributor
or the final consumer. Now, say, production line.
Yes. Now, ebe drew a particular point, no, na a hormone in yejuma. And I can be operation. Say, chain is as strong as it's as strong as its weakest point. Yeah. Intino, I was say, womu be economy ne muno, womu be baby atum. And that is what I mean. Just that. Because one, yariano entimi enya effect. Said ya enya effect wa yeso. For example, minim nipo mo free mu de. But let me say 250 to 300 on bedroom.
Yeah, we're close to 300.
Now,
over 200.
In a population of over 30 million people. Now, for the past 6 months, in the past sebi o mo free mu life be important there. Now, look at the statistics for disease like CSM. Within the same space of time, weather condition, everything no nipa say na. Now, give me statistics on your friend saying on malaria. What I say? Ube will say, why are you wasting our time so much on this COVID thing? Does it worth it, or is it for something else? I can some of us what's the first point of call? Say ye ehua. Yadi ashe ye musen kayare ne betimi edi ye no we ya yen fa o see free ho ye free ho then you na say life back to normal life get back to normal then you begin to push the monies. Hey Charlie, obi demand, you have to create demand before you start supply. You don't start supply when there is no demand. Intino, when people begin to have the need for the product now, then you start giving those stimulus package, you know. And then at the end of the day, no more. But not when you have locked teachers and students at home. Say, then you begin. Then you create those way now. Some of them they will end up scanombe yusu. Banks no they will default those banks because in your yard they another say yanton so are product in the go for. After all, most of them are limited liability companies, and for that matter, you can only hold them to their assets. You we need to properly sit down after the COVID. Nana say, not yet me strategizing when to do A, B, C, D. As a nation, we need to be strategic. And
yes, the policy framework beyond COVID.
Yes, as to how to step in gradually. Then you push it aside political interest, because when the political interest takes over the whole show now, that is where mistakes come in.
And when it's a political interest in Abemo.
Yes, I would say so because one, let me give you a typical example. Now, when you create an impression, say COVID, within the same space of time, open up for election to be done. Okay, you are confusing people. Now, just after your re-election, be a school for Mankora. What's your school no so Mankora, so they should stay home. So the inconsistencies begin to set in, right? Now, Obi Beka say, Obi a wajina nchembeka say, oh, political, no person muko registrant, quickly, no way be able to say, and you be an and nose mask, nobody will die.
That would be the suspicion.
Yeah, that would be the suspicion. It's a suspicion somebody will speculate. Now, yes, and now you lose the confidence of your followers. And for that matter, one Obi who say, and play to his advantage and to his favor, not to your favor. That's where you lose the whole thing. Until the people be BCH, they don't carry it anymore. Right? Now, at the end of will be answered in Kawasi election, so in Kawasi voters registration, but you are not going to do it. At the end of who, the next year, then everybody is following your path. Not when at a point, as a wood or Geo, in leadership, when you, yes, Anna, the followers lose trust in you and it becomes an issue. And that is why I'm saying, to some extent, the politics, your friends saying, politics comes in some of the decisions. Yes, within the COVID period. And that is a must. Everybody will attest to that. And we need to put away all those things. COVID is over. Let's ensure, say, we are heading towards this direction. All of us follow us and let's go. obian COVID into China yanko as a nation. That is the only way to achieve the goal. Otherwise, you know, whatever the other papa biano, they will read from the back. Nothing no obode ayeway. To me, no, but a little bit slow. Politics occasionally finds its tails into the whole show, which is also an issue.
All right, Ebusian was so good so your Torchlight we need 100 I said I make my studio fully packed into and the mission ceremony edin komo your Professor Kofi Anoche or your entrepreneur na OSEI a political and social commentator ono na your managing director the Mark Once estate ene on the way yenchen ogusu ayeje na dwenchirefa articles upon articles are trotro ye edify ye COVID-19 ho iti ya babedru level we dia na ye peruzu na bisa se so far baby aba babedru your forecast ye no ma otro na opesa aban ne ye no e fine e na aban ne dia babe kwakodu pasije tuya wa ha or the executive director the ma national Ghana National Council of Private Schools ono so e wa ha Sarana Dennis Abuaje or ye member of the MPP former MCE ewo Kuapem North Dennis nso wa ha na Felix Nene Kpakute ono nso ewa ntia amanyofo no so gumu wa ha pa enche omo so obete wo man kan say ye discussions no ye de ahihye so na prof ma me bisa wo yo say job losses we share 2020 budget statement ye for the samfo e ready ye no do you see say wamaka say wama omadwuma ye benya some unemployed forgetting the technical term that they used but ye benya some package bi dia ma womo sabe womadwuma ye de aseye nomni ade say job la manfo adwuma say ye ka say amanfo tifie nyuma bebre amanfo etifie ebese den na ye wama sa baba because enyuma na ye say womo pe and amanfo akwakotina fie bigiri say bia na okra won so bia wama woma ne bitifie it's a president, when you're a business person, we're entrepreneur. How do we go about it?
Okay, but that's it. You see, job losses under this regime is very strange. And I don't know what goes into some of the decisions that they make. Right? Some are...
Is it decision by the government?
Okay. Some are conscious, some are unconscious.
Okay.
Now, that is a fact. Mm-hmm. One, for example, you continue to create job losses through the lockdown of these private schools. These schools now are creating. Everyone said GS for also support to the ideas say, as at now, no children should continue to stay at home. And it's not very fair. I would have wished to say, GS for. Okay, and chronic traffic up to January. They are mostly a better market, slash market to also by 50% up to January. Like Ubun and a quantum with the better catches a yamba. For example, a statistic say about 49%, about 59% of the total friends, people in school are controlled by Ghana Education Service. The other 41% are from the private sector. Now, as at now, from March to now, job losses in American house and Ivory Coast, neighboring country, they were back to after 2 months, no one come back to school. Now, at the end of the day, already we are coming from the financial sector. Most of them clean up. The number of job losses is about home. Move free home with the schools home. GS 4 teachers no I'm so motivated to my country no issue. In fact, I was surprised to hear say government say he consulted the GS and the GS is saying that woman your friend is saying a woman pay the advice and yantina fi up to school country fi up to 2021. It doesn't make sense to me.
What about the science and data?
No, I didn't science and data. Science and data.
According to government. And the health advice.
See, let me tell you, they have interest in the case staying at home. And I can say that because one, whether they go to school or they don't go to school, they will be paid.
And only a government
sector in America. Until why should you the leadership? No, could be so say woman. Hey, yemamunko school ko yejuma say mamuntena fee. Because some credit fear, it is in their interest. Why? Because one, obia teacher for no, obia or maybe a way you your courses. Sabi uko ye villages na ebinim ye fo. Afini ye kwatena classroom whereby ya ntena classroom en sabe kan ya ketua. Nti wo no
na sa there be prof say interest we no why not get the your friends
the beneficiary the beneficiary is the GS meba the beneficiary is the GS meba me ti hey wo se me internet fee na wo tua me ka
yeah
that's my first priority GS 40 fee tu o maka de bia teachers no administrative staff to mo ti fee tu o maka de bia enti sa so for you
administrative staff there one more year juma what me classrooms
no me about the emphasis whatever no look not administrative staff your friends in your mom ti fie de bia administrative staff no be brain no they work they work as supervisors they move from institution to institution working as supervisors near the day omo inactive your monsabe come market ya then you come and consult say okay you want to find an amicable solution should the children stay at home or should they go to school who ukuta maybe a wo yan say when you part time be you teach any awo ya abaka say oh the children should go back to school so you don't even in the first place you don't have to ask them say who GS for be catch say the children should go back to school and I should not to go back to school they always say that there should be a problem there and so they shouldn't go back to school so in the first place leadership don't ask GS because they don't work for science and data in the first place your friends the Ghana Health Service for omo determine about those things. So when you come back to tell me, say, oh, GS in consultation with GS, the children have to stay at home. It doesn't mean here.
But I say GS and Kwana by consult you. Ghana Health Service also count presidential.
Okay. So what was the meba? On what basis no man can transfer? If you can.
Because they are about to just say Kwada ya petre. Iti ubeche bi anoma kwa kwatete ade ibi na omo di na emuza how crowd you feel no
meba. 80, 75 years old people, 70 years, 55.
60.
Woman no mo share mo who mo show mo nose mask no. Omo ya no what happened to them?
Okay.
So if 75, if 60, if 50 years old people are contracting the disease and they are getting back, why then do you have to you are also working with science and data? And corona also immune system here very high. What is the probability of them? And so on what?
But again, we told some of the baby for one mama no one papa no.
Now one mama no mo nya na dey na see.
And what's the probability so bi nya yo no so nipa no nya nkwa.
Meba. Enipa san e no mo nya omeko. Omko asamado. What is we talking about science the same on science and data.
Let me give you the number.
Meba. And me tell say. Yeah. En korano one we say recovery rate na e wo high. Or immune system e high. We say omko a omo de beba efie mebo Inti are the parent inti impenifon de omo common fam mafie. Pacho utie me. Impenifon omo common fam mafie.
Okay.
Now, that's
another question.
Meba impenifon omo common ba fie ankra no nya. And I say, one more munya ye ne bebre, excuse my language. Ministers ne bebre say, omo munya ne say they did everything possible. Omo na kan yem nam kan. They were washing their hands. Omo nose mask e show mo hwene 24/7. And I show me yet, Omunyaye. Womunyaye, so no. Omuatom 60 years, 70 years for Omuatom. Woo, Korana dear, our motifino, so Montrafia. Now, who took Koyakusunyania? Or fast our basi be at 34, 44 cities or something. Omutrim more than 6-7 hours to Sinyani. Where be a airport, okay? Me person me rubbish that idea say that in Korano science and data. We be an airport, free New York or bar, one train plane 10-11 hours. Now boom.
Yeah.
The same air and circulating. Over 200 passengers.
Compressed air. And yet,
what do you mean, sir? Classrooms will be in Pumanina. We know till same and our circulating. And Korea bumping one cousin crown in France and penny phone crown and no, we are talking about you still science and data.
Science and data.
Science and data. Oh, they are more GS France. Ghana Health Service.
Ghana Health Service.
Yeah. We see obitna flight move 11 hours the free America at the bar or 18 hours the free China at the bar Ghana. Wherever the person may be coming from. I don't know be do Chrome Hana in issue. Right. Ain't you know one more the omomra. Na enkorano womo ko school no wo se momo ko school. On what reason?
But some no market because I buy the normal go from
PCR
test and you know bet $250 near their test instant
meba eniama no mo dey go from na mo ntimi fa bi nguji yes form and now what is the probability what is the probability say November January now they are question now yare na ebe ko sa time no because a World Health Organization say it's an endemic disease now endemic in just abetena yemu nti by November no by January na bedru ho no na say ade no ko so what is the way forward next? And you know, with this Shimbia will take it as a leader, no? You have to know, say, there will be some people there who will reason around it and to try to fish out your intent. Now, these are some of the speculations which is coming.
Okay,
out.
Ebenezer,
one, Aban Onisika or the Beshe and Kurano, that was school, Yabatuaba.
Okay.
Into or the Sikane kwa politics and sana. A co-year and sana January will be.
Okay.
If we say, be a school, I feel on major lunch, or more pence, or more chalk, Sabrin so, covered aba. You used to be braided and Tiana San Etedia Yampan and Zembin to Ghana phone coroner parent, now young Chichum Uncle January. It's a fair idea. A fair obibetimia akasa because one
obibetimia speculating.
Yes, speculating because there is no science and data say and by January no. Yariana beko and there is an evidence to show say by January.
They said they share the rate for media and just by January.
And so it continues the same way. Now enkrano mufi fie ba no.
Yeah.
COVID ni bies yo mufie. They will be coming from homes and they will be coming from abroad.
If you
no free ba.
Yeah.
Now if you be free ba no. You really be ho so be say one ho. Obe hunu de dada. And they are coming from Ghanaian homes. And so science and data once again science and data when nobody understands it.
Okay.
Look, let me tell you. Emra omo can say oh yari may go back to the voters registration that is what I'm saying say Ubeka say Emra nko focus so yari na hu Inti ma microphone tina fie. Na nka voters registration here next year. And no see oh dabi it must be done. Your interest was there. Wo interest what dream showed. Munka say NDC form gumbe wiem. Menka NDC for but this is what you said that the thing is over and some of others will say oh no and I'm said now pa aba no. O pese wo wini aba na o pese o ye dia o ye nti na o force sen microphone ko bie. Ehone de we hu say yare na.
But obi so cast after the voters registration exercise at the end. Say yan nwetwe. Eti etina fie na yan kwa.
So why don't you do same in the case of the member? So why don't you? And because the disease itself was dead on arrival. And we are saying some of us are saying say the government is skewing it to his advantage.
Okay.
Necessarily. Because one, there shouldn't be any reason why I also man
okay.
And at the end of the day, unemployment na yaka ho asem no. Because school no egu flatter what next? Reviving a business. Look, every business go through stages. One, we have the teething stage. The
CVV.
The CVV. Na ne ho yeshi be 5 years. And sana we freeze out bia mu. O freeze out and some about growth stage. Until before I establish business, I'll bet me free my bet you canon. Not less than 10 years. Now, within this short time, business they are all dying out. And you don't care. All you tell us is that excuses. Sir, reason here the man say, from this, does it make sense to you when you 75, 80 years old people
okay, but before finally answer meko before I become about your member we nene so ebebana when they replace it maybe say ye teacher for no private owned your friends schools and every free other businesses other sectors are woman so amount for shiri wo nyuma e dey free and so because companies be brave and I'm saying one much check be salaries ya chem 50% no money ade
yare no and I'm a catcher and say, me who the enter, I was a massa yari. Send me catchers me as at March was April, no matter the disease was dead on arrival. Any one see the sayari, they say economy. Anything I be any upgrade the ending. The fact is, say,
a tell number will be no more Susan and can be a normal crime 2 and 10.
Me say, what a dear Naya, the opposite we hear what Yari be a agent, voters registration, the BNC. What am I say?
Okay.
So, I am some of us ye who say the Yarian is akwa say time am person me ye bibi na ebebo am na me bi ho na me dia ye na mas me wian mas close. And that is why I hear mu bi na started ye kasa no. Because it's not fair. Now, all other sectors, not even a single economy of this country and affected before the COVID. Within the COVID, and I don't know what is going to happen after the COVID.
After COVID, beyond COVID.
Now, before COVID, they see all financial sectors. The country, the economy was shaking. COVID, yabe also. Businesses, bebre, gugu de da. ye suku aka omunkra ne koba no so mo be bie no so no mutan na mo ye mo ho say na we when you people makwa ye mo voters registration we na ko bie suku abeka kire say na science and what debtors
okay
ada here yanko school ni bia na
when you money
David is there the awful
forward 0277860644 Professor Kofi Anotto no politician or your business entrepreneur and social commentator can adwe pa we reading the articles out to say ono no baby akako no akako na Dennis Bibi abago biem okay yeah the yakuba good nyame boko Mama hwe nene also brand say na mema nene nso akwa na obeshante denja na ne achena ne manfo so hu say nene nso ewo ha say eti nene kapite or your member of the NDC one more communication team nene mema akwa na ebom say okay good yeah the yakuba say I say good eti Dennis found the na memra ho analysis approach for ye in summer yeah especially we share the private schools for no one more eka any the nipa bi nso eka say at the end ye bia tuma bi ntuma the end ye chechiri so far at the same amount said your president ka say wie level you donate through the private schools Kotoka International Airport ye bie at you say
Majari I'm say dedi kan ye be chia tiefo nyina na me chia me Ekwapem North MPP police station executives are omubo mo homoden na yetumi epia na na dodan kwa Akufo-Addo ase akọ round 2 na wetumi abo adwumaden ama prof mo businesses side a tribe ese ye bom abaso na ye show mo nkran na betie prof betie nsama prof akanyina me nene ntwe ade ameke nyina ne se agro ne de NFM
okay
managing COVID no eno ane esunsunso aso a yehu other countries nipa ewu woko almighty United States of America omu hu so woko South Africa hey ya wo show statistics a alarming oba Ghana ya boy homoden we are one of the countries at least top 5 countries ya tested COVID esin your mind bia e Africa almost about 40 in that's about 40,000 cases na yenya now 40,000 cases yetumi manage ya ama ba bedu be 1,050 something enye magic enam from him enye so sorry ya na ba e based on leadership. It is okay if there are some people who hold an opinion say wade no menja mu mbie mu na de be bia embra anase bibie no be you see we are mo the tie ne say sankaye na nka o mampeni na Akufo-Addo one fan hye passe ya nto kwaebu enka nipa gu ka kwaemu na ebi mu wuwu na hospitals ayema na yehu so a me just the prof article no very different
yeah because what share some of the things that nipa be can including prof and say Africa na kasare ya de no asa da nye ne ho me now it is wo je abasobody say wo na one manage na wo ye ni yi na what does it mean because Africa no ye hwe start say ye code data no so ye code radar no so ankasa what is Africa ya de na
da embra na na dan Akufo-Addo to airport mu no anka wantumu a anka say ya na statistics be ya na within the early days na na dan Akufo-Addo the lockdown by no anka wan fa mba anka say ya na be ya na restrictions are already by on social gatherings church services workshops seminars wan fa mba anka say ya na be ya na you see sometimes as a people say ye can some women can some no based on their total film if you see the sanity anka ye na anka nipa gu ka kwemu a anka discussion be different
yeah.
His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo efiembra COVID by the fact is that across the world up top 5 presidents are my stable in their decisions or my strategic in their decisions or my decisive in their decisions are okay. It is not for nothing and on mind to say Ghana yet to me tested the number of people I are tested in excess of about 420,000 people in this country have been tested. Out of that, in about 42 or 43,000. I need to me 46,000. I need to me reducing abedu 1,000. Nyame form currency. It to me manage just about 276. 6,000 I day. In other countries,
276.
In other countries, in other countries, we may not be able to tell the actual people who died out of COVID. Because the people who are able to test them, yeah, they are tested, yeah, deliberate testing. Maybe municipality, Ghana Immigration Service, it to me the list ba. Was a sound crop away, within this period. Few municipality to call home my near question, near testing, boost your phone now. From May 31st, we share a normal Nanado Danko Kufado, and that to Kwemu strategies or there are two more the restrictions by lockdown, CB by or left say lockdown. Obeka lockdown crab by there were two opinions. Ebi mo say hu hia. Ebi mo say oh lockdown you better lock here and lock the whole Ghana. I don't know how lucky Kumasi ni Accra na tamale fo nka ho. Na takrade fo nka ho. We nyina mu no the president stuck to science and data. I say listen, baby ade na piki no. I want to say you concentrating here containing. That time na Akufo-Addo his excellency wan kase or train na yare na edurabawo. I say we are monitoring the disease to see how we can manage it. Ade ba mpo free mu a, on sorry keke na on take decisions. Into a containing situation no. Somebody nya na WHO yo mu normal, Ghana Health Service yo mu normal. Na ye hwe enya yare na ehu bi da. Nti no bia study e kwan ye be fa so ye de be ye den. Ye ne yare ne betena. Utie his excellency address our man nyina 16th one eba kwesi dey ya. Kwesi dey ya. See. All we have been doing across his messages in there are consistent. All we have been doing as a people is to find a way of managing and living within the COVID-19 period. Because obi any baby ya edrobe fiaba. Any yenim dey edrobe fiaba. And prof is wrong. When he say next year kwan edrom by. His excellency has never said it anywhere. The restrictions or they ban any normal they took to Akwemu or they ban because or anticipated say edrobe. He has been consistent. He said we are still trying to find
no kase
secure. I said there is no guarantee say January na cure ba.
Okay.
The president has never said anywhere say the strategies based on an anticipation of a cure. Or say we are still trying to find ways and means and better. Okay, yeah, you buy first no. Now you need to be a mask. Na my now you need to be a friend of distancing. Na my ye ko yenim nyina no na WHO for the normal neighbor. You do baby crown po no mo conflict o mo say o mask no kra say wo she kra and no kra to my yare ne den. More. But we are still trying to adjust as a people. And holding an opinion say o yare ne yen hu ne there is okay. But for us as a government there, who tie president there why ya ne say wetumi pushy country na bedu baby ayenya crisis. That is the most important thing. Say ono no ye yo, say ono no ye yo. It is obvious say the leadership no e dey bedu baby ayenya crisis.
Oh, okay.
That is the bottom line. They are pay as a people ne say nipa engu kwan mu enwuye. They are pay as a people say in hospital beds enye man ye den embu so. They are person the credit man no. To be the credit man no. If you want to give the credit to nature and say oh yeah credit yeah, kontomre ni normal it's fine. But the most important thing is that there is a president who has taken certain decisive steps. I mean, you do baby aye my main core issues now. Obobo so you did kind about your friend is saying schools here.
Yeah, private school.
Private school owners are just talking business. We are talking lives. They are talking business. That's what is showing him. What him say? There are other countries that will be a private, will be a schools. Mass opening of schools. Almost be a mass opening of schools, and within 2 weeks they have to go back. They have to close down the schools. Several countries. There are countries that almost call all out to ease the restrictions during the COVID period. They had a relapse. Oko India money they are getting what they call the second wave because oman to omobo MBA nomenim. You see, Obian can say you wugu ka kwan ho.
Okay.
But they are oman penny Kenya say we are cutting our coat according to our size. Yebe biem ba yem biem kakra nti enne o se yem bie baako ye de ni to fama na ekoyi na de baako abeka ho ye de ni to fama na ekoyi na de baako abeka ho se ne be ya in case ye konya outbreak bi na nya crisis bi mpo a ye betumi manage. For example, what's a for your muko school muko trace am say ye for ne say senior high school for nyina 50,000 from SHS 1 to SHS 3 ne ye biem ye say 60,000 in anko school me de ka asemu course who are near Accra girls for crisis here in early days. Nature say, Hona, Accra girls, friend is students in a Google film, Omo Yari. Say out of 60,000, no, see, 10% to crampo, and my Yari, Ebebomoa. Nature say, we are talking about close to 6,000 students out of 60,000 Abede, Abeyari. But in the case, ye wo sisi ya o mampeni se debi ye ma form 3 for no nko school omo nko trade exams se school ni mu no se population ni na 1005 na emu 500 na ye form 3 ya form 3 for no kwa ye spread yo mo ye ma instead of some better 50 in a dormitory no omo that 20 in a dormitory because the others are home. It is at 20 no betumi acheche omumu across the dormitories no ma ye den omada. One, it means then that ebeboa improve the social distancing protocol na ye den ye ka ho asem no. But all the 1,500 in go school ni ma. How do you expect 1,500 students are already crampono? We are struggling with infrastructure. Already no. We are struggling with infrastructure. Now we pay omo nyina go school ni mo say there be ye ma kakra ndi kan ko ye den omo nko.
Okay.
Ye advise you about social distancing. No mun to me observe social distance no mun tro mo so hwe no mo ye den omo mfiri mu nko. Afi waba osisisi ano se form 3 for yi kode ya. Ye ma form 2 for no so a omo ntro omo second term exam, third term exam so nko ye den. Omo so nko kotro. What it means is that the president is acknowledging the fact say the fewer the children are in school, the high probability say ombe to me observe social distancing. So what you say? Yeah. Because at least infrastructure now is so no. You bet to me as spread your more across the little infrastructure no more to me I then living within that space. Don't forget as I say the fewer the number no, the better the supervision. Teacher for you ombe to me omo so much omo so no bet to me I then. Ahwe so. Na say ye pia nkole nyina ko go school yi mu. They say na prof okay. Na say ye konya crisis, ni ye konya outbreaker. No ma mienu na besi. The beba ne say nkola ne 100,000 no ma ko school. Na say emu 10% cry kwa yare that is 10,000. Hospitals say ye do omko gu mu no ye be ntumi ekura omumu ana. Do we have the capacity to handle those large numbers? Should we have an outbreak? Who them say what's a phone call school kaya? Accra girls. Okaya who say nya infections wo. Nya infection rate to other secondary schools okaya major result here. But because nana mesni so anti no, the Ghana Health Service, Ghana Education Service were able to quickly move in to curtail the situation, manage the small numbers, and then get them back to school. Said the American what he has here. And it's strategic. When president talks about science and data, that is what he means. He is talking about a situation where we are measuring our capacity against the decisions. So every single decision be able to take, it should be based on say yenya outbreaker. Do we have the capacity to manage? What is a prof? Ekasa nkolano yare ne momo. Is prof saying say yema nkolano nko school? Omo de yare no munya kra, omo ye symptomatic. Omo yare into omo nko. Don't forget. Yenya nkolano nko na wo school ni mpenifo wo school ni mu bi. Member 5 years no. No wa fe no call year 1 class 1. Ono why dey question mask ya me share the whole day. Na ono kra no te wo no. So be didi a just the teacher no wait the national no. Ote wo no say obeko your friend is saying just the teacher na wa run ne boxer short ne uniform aye den amano. Some mask wo dey call class 1 and class 2 for you ha. Me be yi ni dey obeyi ato wo na akoko kojo na papa kojo dey ho.
Okay.
Obeko papa kojo waka say let me test your mask. Let me wear your mask. The point is, it is obvious say you bet to me control penifo. It is obvious say you bet to me directing penifo say more observe social distancing, more share mask. It is easier to talk to them in that manner than to go to the basic schools. Obi be argue say, na say one may be akọ.
Do your last minute.
One may be akọ there. One may be akọ there. Ade na one ma omu nyina nkọ preko. The point is that omu wo school ni mu sisi ano. And numbers na yeden. Eswa. At all times, you bet you are manager. But before I made the man no no. Mami address a prof no maybe. No ma be
within 1 minute.
Me and Sebi. First of all, prof. So advice say you be economy no because you are running here. Now yours is not based on any science and data unless you're able to come up with that. Because once I'm out can no. On for science and data be my. Oh no, what the what doing I say? What do any boo and nippani won't MBM? But have you thought about this? We are not dying because of the restrictions and then the directives that we have. That is also a possibility. Prof, that is also a possibility.
Prof, I'll give you that time now for that respond.
It is possible, say, Ghana. We are not dying not because you are running to me, but we are not dying because of the sort of leadership, directives and restrictions are there. Yeah, too cool. How can you say it's a Ghana Education Service? How is that possible? Ghana Education Service, no, as a service, no, percentage are here teachers. Ghana Education Service, no, teacher for people. Classroom teachers, but the education service is larger than that, and a lot of them are still working. So how is it in their favor? or even in the government's favor, how does His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo benefit from Nkola staying at home?
Okay.
The decision is to save the interest of the children. The majority of the school children are being protected through this decision. On Nakasa Kayen, 59% of the children who are in schools, are controlled by the Ghana Education Service. It means that is majority of our school children. If they are going to stay at home for 10 years, for them to be protected and to live their lives without dying out of COVID, so be it.
Okay.
Don't forget, say,
all right.
Teacher Fona through your friend is saying COVID situation.
What do we do to them?
I share the sentiments.
See,
can you imagine, say, school? Now a free by match, proper match home.
Match.
A free by match.
Yeah, 16th match.
Yeah. Schools in almost fees from Mudisia salaries.
Okay.
It's understandable.
All right.
And then the ETS here. But I am open now affected. Even government has been affected.
Okay.
Government output this year has been hugely affected. That is why the government has brought certain packages. Oko, your friend is saying Ghana National. No, hold on. Oko private schools.
Yeah.
Ghana
National Association of Private Schools.
Website. It is there. 6,000 private schools have applied. And when you go to their website, they have put it there. Those who have not been able to go through the reasons why they haven't been able to go through, go to the website. You see. And on the list, the list is there.
I get naps for site. Okay.
And the other my mama nunsi. And then listen in here. Listen in here. I'm on the list. No,
I'm apply.
Apply. It is here. 6,000. Hold on. I say we have received 6,000 applications from schools whose desire is to access part of government stimulus package.
Okay.
And it is within our mandate to probe further to ascertain the authenticity provided of the information provided by the schools. And
right.
What is
NBSSI and
NBSSI, Ghana National Council of Private Schools.
And wait on it one. On it executive director.
Your friend no, let's over him say website in here fake.
Your president.
No, it's not fake, right? Yes, so I'm reading from their own website.
Executive director I'm
reading from their website.
It's all right.
Website. They themselves are facilitating the process for their teachers.
Yeah.
ABM, don't forget, say, buying already day.
Last minute.
Buying already day. Your friend is saying in the budget review, and they are called for this unemployment insurance package.
Yeah, package. Yeah.
It's for me.
Media budget.
I think that what the private schools should do is to quickly put all their house in order. Because MBSSI knows, and yet just because you're a private school, you must be registered.
Yeah.
Your taxes must be up to date. Your taxes up to date. Your Senate payment must be up to date. Then you become qualified for that package. I can't. They pay taxes. Yes, they pay. They pay to us as a municipality. They pay.
But MBSSI
every applicant of MBSSI at the 10. I am telling you, Magdalene.
Yes, 10.
Every applicant.
10. Don't forget. It doesn't mean say 10. One more child taxes are what you.
Who himself COVID-19 relief?
May I interview?
Who himself COVID-19 relief? You were large scale applicants.
Yeah.
You were small scale applicants.
Yeah.
Yes. It will be in the tax range.
Okay.
In the tax range. It is a private school. Now tax payment level, no. And so when you have certain clearances now, you cannot qualify.
Thank you very much. But I say that is a former municipal chief executive, Equipem North, and Ayere. Equasi. Now, what is that? We are going to turn my that's almost one good so here. Maybe okay, Quasi.
Mike. Say, Minuay, can't send be efa private schools no refer your website. On say, Ubetimia Koti the very day at that message, ye the year then, the two. Na yehu, na Mrs. Enye asem foforo ewo ni a wokano. Me could report to her. A report on COVID-19 alleviation program, MBSSI support team. By NACOPS. This report we say, me and I'm saying that is 26 June 2020. 26 June 2020. As some says, Mike, me the report to you, man, I will can. Then some are all canning in a womb. But my mania quick rebata be or the union. And they are MBSS are 4 day checklist. Na sometimes no, mama yen speak it to the facts. MBS afford the checklist brain. Need to say my work in him going free. Where your MBS is afford in a day.
But just speak to the microphone. That's a
MBS is afford in a day. Me say report nini. Report ayayeni. It means say my work can how that issue na die on website na na MBS has checklist omodi aba tin number to say the work can that is basics for everyone. But snake is any sense all can no enim na make sure say snake is no you free and afen so yentia say na me nua can be say was it private schools are calling for reopening of schools because of our business. Total wrong to say this, because we have a sector that contributes over 41% in terms of educational growth in our country. Now, sa sector no, educational consultation on reopening of schools. Now, yan consult to sa body no mubia, whether the association, whether the council, yan consult to mubia. No man penini babon timbe kase they have done extensive consultation. And another prof can say if you go and interview Mark Jerry, say Mark Jerry, me pe say wo ye uchre wa adwene ewo ebia NEET FM ho and other sister station bi ho a Mark Jerry will speak for his let's say ni radio. What they make on us because e ho no odidie. Enti ukoye consultation. What do you do? What is the word consultation? It is to seek for different ideas. The word consultation is to bring in different ideas. So if you go and consult one person or a sector or no contribute to that is one question obedidia. Now see or no the more can do more free a total business. If it is total business, then the government should allow the business people to do their business. Because if you call it as a total business, the government don't have any control on that business. So the American say. But it's an essential service. Now enkra na yeti ti omo no na ni refi say naka boss he no go school. What the American say? Enkra na yeti to they are coming up into the system to build up the capacity of the human capital index of the country. Enti sasem no yenyem free. Now what can I say GS for apart from teachers no other workers no what GS no crowd also need teachers. It is not like that.
There be and the crowd sentence one kasa.
But let me speak to
one kasa GS administrative work in the door so na Ghana your wage bill graduate teachers
I have
he said it my dear.
Hold on
you okay let me show you because internet
wage bill your wage bill hello.
Easy, let's go. Mike, I'm here. Mike, Asama here Kenya.
Ghana, your wage bill.
Asama here Kenya.
Teachers grant.
Mike, remember MBS as assembly.
They are not the only people. They don't make up GS.
Okay.
Teachers don't make up GS.
Yeah. But they are the total force.
It is wrong for you to say GS.
Okay. All right,
Mike, assembly now say COVID-19, the management ni infrastructure issues. Say na Ghana school for nyina ye nipa ba ko a nke be school kenyene. Because your numbers no up number the number of infrastructures are den ye wo. And because of that, Nintino, say you can't say because of your infrastructure bed into Yentimin school. And next we are not thinking critically.
Now, infrastructure funny because you say
Mike,
social distancing. It's a class of 40 people. And you're 40
yes, free senior high school. It drew say numbers ne do son. Yanko yechi. Yan dividing numbers ni mu. Maybe man ko am na yentima ga say
that time that you this situation here.
I'm making a point.
Don't worry, I'll come to you.
I'm making a point. I'm making a point. You see, the whole issue is that we have an academic calendar. We have academic calendar. So these children who are going to write the exams, is it second term exams? Sometimes when we are talking of education, we should speak to people who understand the principles of education. Are they going to write second term exams or third term exams? Or the academic calendar is different from the let's say Form 1 for Nana.
They say JHS2 for normal commo at the end of control.
I name the control because we are not consulted. You name them and no let a brain and say, Yamfa input to me, and I'm say what to our credit you never was I'm say, then I didn't say, I mean, what is my can? Infrastructure issues on say, you will proposals, we call it a blueprint on school reopening. These issues has been solved. And then they say, Mamiti unka crabbing channel, and then they say, at this point in time, you can't cry anymore. Because a 30 in the classroom. And you say, oh, only part 300, automatically we have 10 classrooms. What you say? You only part 300. Now, you can't say, we need 10 classrooms, now 5 classrooms. We be change 150 be kwa nopa. Now 150 aquaria. Then you blend them online and what? The offline. And then to say sikadi akwa sa TV program no. What you mention as? Inti nkra no kwakosua.
I was a teacher who said TV program you're more effective.
And I mention say adentra.
Well.
Question am ibisa. You see, and the question is say, my friend kwa nopa. No ma area. Now, the danger aspect of it, not professor can, the psychological, healing of the children. So, make them go through the main drive on because he ain't penning for you cry. They say, I see a school. Anytime you be a school, first week in school, no yet like this car issues. And Timofrano, we have to at this point in time, be a school no in the faces. One team go say JHS education. Form 2 form 1 echo. At least as a second form 1 for year then echo be. Now what this is because at this point in time, so open infrastructure any pilot basis biana. JHS for no makodi school no have been able to give you that kind of facts and figures. Say the disease you can manage it. The disease is not in that school.
Okay.
The disease is in the house. So how do you prevent that disease in the house not coming to the school is the issue. For the say any business on sem na yeka. We are looking at the time I'm of Franatinefie, and so doing, so can say MBS as a phobia my yensika. Mike, feed you buy a betray Juma ya yeni. Hey, report the Yankwani sector Yankwani reporter at the Ama MBSSI.
It's almost the same.
And run a draw moti say Yambua or China, the petition come up present on Frey and say.
Musika Musabeka. I'm coming to many information.
Somebody of our elected name, somebody chain. Yet the petition in the Konyambu.
It's a way that Modebeko.
Yet the Beko.
That's not from this cabin. Yes, 10,000 for Musabeka.
My case will be, my main cancer intro. Will be apply a be 40,000. What gene processing you now? And then one of my sending me. Monko fan a 10 number, Monko fan Wimra, Monko fan Wimra, Monko fan. Meanwhile, my yet you just had the end a feed into the system now. Every year. Can't your system just go in and plug those information for us?
Okay. Maybe sound this quick question. Maybe sound this quick question. They say Deputy Education Minister say he's on record to have said say and yet the amount na ebema ebebo mu no mani ade. They say what are you going to do? Obey
Unia or my politicians it's here one language. Now one language you will send it when it is time.
Sir.
Yes, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. We will sing it and drum the drum very well when it is that time.
Nene, I'm also.
Yo, Mark,
yes, sir.
This is
the
first time I'm in Asia for Asia.
Yeah.
Many of them saw your manuality, and the percent share view. Na Mesa Embo and Penny for your bass. Who say, Mark, what could we need award? I see, I did a photo. Now, we crowd the two tables and I was yes, I like Minia, Mr. on one mammy, just 1 minute. Let me fancy as in me feel. Share a man yourself, ye no. I'm ready to say, I was say, ye bongo deny ye canoe create a chair at T4. So we are man you near, Sebi, and on say a dear no, and Kuya, over try us or be defended because I know they have party position. Until you me defend it at all cost. Mark, Jerry, uni bibi. Ya man yourself, my yen will chroma say. we enka topic no but ma share na me de fasa angle na se na ma ba school insensem no so obi a Ghana ha me ka say ya vilify no kese pa wo Ghana ha ba ko Ibrahim because of ne bra president nti enra assembly enti na makọ fasa angle no about excavator bi a esi ko hu wo professor Frimpong Boatin fie wo Kumasi meba o me se me ti bi afri ho tie minim area ho yie and I minim say me end this communicator but I know for a fact say sa machine na who aba asem no it's been there for over 10 years no I was say no tie I was say tie no fi ho minua schools are asem aye kan ye nyina ye makọ private schools o mampani ameyate ase say decision bi a o take bia no it is based on science and data and check kra no mampani be kan say ene trotro no omutumi fa to full capacity nti ene ofa space bia ni biom mu nyina mo boboso ene police MTTU gina ho odu ho a onhwe se obi a hye ne face mask nti ba froka no ebi mu te card mu a face mask kra onhye o ka che driver ni o se me ka o mu fi mi nti nye hwe who is supposed to enforce the law asem we ba ye ya lockdown we ba ye Ghana for a omaye very vulnerable pa any private school teachers minua kro we mu say one and them ni say na wani asi agi and na ye first anya hwe kra doctor for that this e dey to account when your message from Ecobank when your message from best point and they can't do meaning madam for no meaning been me your two and be wako director of communication ho akogene there because party in government some you require in the final TSA
bedia na beba
bedia ukoye market center sa ye to abom initially no Kumasi omo ka say omo ye timetable omo cheap bia say ukuta yellow a
wutimi do
ukoda the next time no green for and omo nyina to abom ukodo me marketer sa sense data no ejejuma ho enso bibia kire say yare no ba fom eye nyina ye mpai bo na Africa ha say no Nyakopon ankasa na asia behweye enye se bisa bi obi magic na wo mu kura pa omo je tasi kura pa omo ntio
but so be there were measures be wo ho apani go from the airport one lucky airport here
government schools
time on lucky kura wo me bebe wura mu ti one lucky airport here na ka
ya de one second to aleka eya me no mienu taxpayers money papa your two way we the tax otu aboso bia from March up to data government schools just go school no also omo trade demonstration bia unse omo ka so mo ko demo bia omo ka so malawasi bia ka bia obi do ne bunch fuo obi dua ne board de obi do emufuo iti eno e fa ne ho private school for teacher for are very vulnerable now I think that the government has never been fair to them.
Oh how
Minia ekomo ye o hwe light bill a utua
stimulus package you
light bill a utua enu bia na wo musutua
say beba
tin ye dia akọ oh
dia mani here
private schools okwa be bia omo observe spacing pa schools bi kra pa obekọ no na one class ni pe okwa no mu 25 yet krom asay ena Accra ha say Accra me so bado mi kwa benya ye wo school bi wo ho a ebi kwa no pa no nsia no mapon 12 na bi akọ 12:30 no mapon numere be 4:35 for it say COVID aba na ye free say schools bi wo ho a sabi omabo apeso because you see Montessori schools mi never just say baby wo ho obekọ class no space na kasa ho dada because omo fa more than 30 oh it say we dey offer say COVID aba eti no ye percent kola no ye titi omuntam dia okay ye ne hes no enhia na enkola no ebi nkola no pa na by 12:31 no omapo because na kasa we curriculum omo so omode bana ade kire no enye enye chinchin ti say na first no etie no bebre na ba ye ase program na ade it is akola no kwa no pa na so wo pon be wana e say na wako vacation classes no ba fie adenti no omampani etimi nye say ne waye ma driver for na onim say driver for no complain e ma ye turo ife mu because o say driver for no complain say wo mo fa 33 instead of 44 e ti o mu timi nya o mu daily says e ma o mu de mu ka ewura mu enya issues omampani e say beto aba na trotro for no and adaba for no o mu campaign tia wa ehu yie enti no de wo say based on science and data no for the past 3 weeks no ofu trotro bia na mabo apeso na moko wahu na masa enya abato se na papa ika ya go twa di awie ya go twa di wie yi bibia ni ho a kire se figures na kosoro and ye twa di so no
sad ye ne kakran ye betima ye ne because you should not also forget country bit say Australia after Germany crown a big can one more even including America agbomo yo mo bie no amagu mu say and
we make us say odi obi nam na say otia baby na say wo patre for ma wo ntia ho ye mu say omo bie school no edema systems and omo di gu akwan ma e ma omo call within 2 weeks omo samba back to the house ye ka say private schools you mohi in terms of hygiene we are say yeah nyina bebre na amago school e private schools
and they no credit
eti no unim say ne say abai ka say abai say of fumigate all schools in Ghana if you okay the private school for say your PTAs we can say okay any school bia make sure say on be fumigate school no classroom bia asana ye bie classroom bia nkola dey more than 20 no we che omumu mienu ebi bad pa ebi abanwumra emwa schools na if you say a teacher for so more ebi university and adwuma any o memu ate no bebre na so e private schools na ho no mo so ade a o muso nya bi he o mo yire ne o mo ma
it says you be ade na di program
abai ni mie na on fa nhemra say private schools no wo because obi any say government schools no kwa class akọ ebi o mo 17 na wo ebi ho mo 50
chem
eti no ye chem no private schools bet my very easy
but nene you shouldn't also forget say ebra even SHS for bukwa control exam see yenya your friend saying cases of recorded cases of COVID-19 Accra girls no mfante pem ye TTS school bi mo na makata na ban wa pam wa do makogu school yi mu ban tutu school ni mo some na makai this is what you said it is say aban no say okobiegu say
Ekwaya enam so a aban no eka say enne adraba for to me fa to full capacity no onfa sa kwan na so na what ma because tie a teacher for na sabi omo chi ade o private schools no sabi omo jeti mo nkoso po and nkola no safety private bag say you hear Ghana hat baby a nkola no safety ehia pa na private schools attention de man nkola private schools no omo nya no government schools etube mu teacher ni o chira de o government school pass na the back school or private school because on you say who cause am Montessori schools na attention o private anakasa ho headmaster anakasa ho we wo ti bo say one kasa go see u ba no school na wo kwa utimi your fine obi wo ha de ba na 6 months otimi de ko ja Montessori because on him say so de ja na ni kwa ofia hu since de ko ja wo Montessori adenti fan hye nwu akwa mu hwe mini an MP or memu ase e na onu akasa di ne bottom sika e support to private school teachers are omo wo the constituency if you say ahokyere a wo mu nam mu no enya de keto a body be no maye ezi na menu yikan ye nyina ye de ho bagye mu so ne o maye bia ne de ho bagye
sa
oh yes because it because I Ghana for
Abai say of the science and data. Abai ko
science and data no. I privy to me I'm open science. Mark. Me open science school. And then I say one open science. And science and data no. One open TSE. Obi TSE. Omo from to job say these are the issues. And you know one open and the core tech. One more pen and a coin science ever present. It's one more pen data na say. Yes, see. Private school teachers. What must do this ever so mudi bronya. From March up to date no. Emo ya.
Okay.
no aban no ahwe no fa hye nwa akwan mu na se nkola no be kwa no pa na be kwa ewia ya majeri se basa kwa wo makasa kwa uti ayi uye host ba mi wo gidie pa se wo de ba gi wo tim se at least se ne ne nkofo ekofa na ni by force because obi o wa no pa de akwa no ko ja e wo sa mozori na okofa no nsia ofi se o wo the peace of mind and na wonam se be bi na wo pe obi a o ba hye o mama because esa wo so sori a ukọ adwuma eje easy
okay
eti ebe se o mapeni se yese no won twa nani no private school teachers enye business as usual ne wo mo so ye no emmo a wo mo de ball my way say ye hwe percentage of nkola wo mo pass from private schools on yearly basis
okay
enye ade a eye ade betimi de agro eti yese no o mapeni se omma private schools no omye school na teachers enya kwa no mo kire ade because so kase wo tum up to January. Now what's the guarantee say January they will be? What is the guarantee?
And somebody or science and data and a year you man was a man prof that was what quick but I'm just giving you 2 minutes now. You're going to for some soon
you see
on the nature way
okay yeah woman say
yeah
advice been a made ma ban you see the essence of democracy biano is to effectively make kind of the battery is to effectively reduce the hand in every government and at the end of the day no the private individuals no takes over what am I say and it say o practice democracy na wo de edwuma bia individual ye no we wadwen so don say be bom no wase no you do it at your own peril. That's my advice to the government because one your friend is saying
but we are not in normal times so into
which normal times the collapse of businesses started last year or the last 2 years with financial institutions now no I'm not a politician we are speaking the truth yeah kind of we are telling you the truth. Do you want to know my political background? I'll tell you later. Now, what it is in say aba be COVID mu. You now no make me say we are at post-COVID era. Still our businesses. Good. And Eugene, private schools, they are dying. And Sasika sabi mfiamfia na ma church ha no come won de church.
What mo de church na mfiama o.
10,000. Meba 10,000 Ghana cedis. I don't know school I'm running. Because me say me school no close for the past be way no. Sika me twa me ntudi wa. Now, you see aban na what is no. So far as democracy is concerned, ni businesses no you're very careful. That is my little advice to him. Because democracy, the essence of democracy, BIA practice here, is to make sure, say, individual companies, businesses grow out of it. And at the end of the day, we raise champions. That is how America and other big countries were built. That is why Bill Gates now, probably they may not be doing the right thing at the beginning, but at the point they come and become one of the big people, big companies. Now, what do you? Bibiano, I don't have to say, issues about private issues here. I remember private schools once. I came to talk about COVID in general. But the way things are going, at the end of the day, it will come back to mean the same thing. Say private schools, same thing. So I don't know what it is because if you talk about science and data, ya na the BA, your friend is saying school for some cultural science and data never told you say cultural bar in science and data and say your friend saying. Your friends Yariana Koso. Yeah. Yariana Koso no, wagina so and our local school and science and data say Yariana Koso, it means we are in a safety period. And so therefore let's open it up wider. Then when wagina the same science and data and for Yariana Koso no, Eddie close in Crawford Ejumania de. Science and data so actually will say, look, you say we carry out surveyor. Bisa one more woman kwejuma on benyo musika show bottom ne pe. And home common na use your data na for what kind of leadership are you talking about? Okay. It's not fair. Into no, say ye person ye di one direction. And it is not to say somebody, I don't know what is going on, but I said, I am of the view, say, the only thing I made me as a leader, I've been in leadership for almost 21 years, and I said, the government probably doesn't have money to take care of the case, and that is why we are at home.
Okay.
That's why they refuse to open the school.
All right.
And not any science and data, because Airbus is no more about 300, 400, no more the aba. Where is the science and data?
Okay.
Science and data, Becca just say, what not play move for 11 hours, I won't even COVID. What are you talking about? So what are you talking about? So they should forget about the science and data crime. And it doesn't work, they have defiled it. They have stuff for Mama somewhere defiled it.
All right. But that,
and you know, now I'm kind of crunch. Okay. Say, yeah, watch the yen kakra. Intino Sibia ye koto abana COVID na ya femu intino. Private schools, schools muntu buase montana fi yenye country aduane man kora no. Na fi no ye momodiana ye tu abani wia. Ini pa betima say, but don't deceive some of us who are discerning. Say, because of science and data, you want you to stay at home. That is not true.
Believe in it.
No, we don't believe in those falsehood.
How you need 100.9 Torchlight Esunie. Messages in this one tell me about back can be number the amount Facebook for us. About it, pick one. About it for a second.
NDC 4D. BBI abato. Member prof as I'm saying. Member prof. What's on America?
Oh, the man Gaza.
BBI abato. On dream BBI abato. To say a year not jumping into the aminu abema. School seeking so no all cancel or say you better join them a demonstration be any baby aba. Me family book you create private schools book you create now tie na sem ya do ka nyina ne kwan so.
Okay.
Or say proposal and dey come aban.
Yeah.
O come website o ma throw website or say government is ready to support. O website too. Or say government is ready to support. We just have to be ready and prepare. So we can qualify for the government stimulus package anyway. On one Troy, remember?
Okay.
10,000, 10,000, 20,000, remember? 30,000, 50,000. Yes, in zero. Profit Casano. Profit say abayi niska into the MBA school. Me wa abaya tam 600 million de be boa prof ne private schools. The fact is that adena ye no yen as abayi uti o mampeni asema or drain lives on esin economy. Wakada or see economy need the private schools e gu a aban kwa betu bako face card no dey be boom te say na oyi no mo dey show mo schools ni but lives in the end to be protected. Okay, no mo the examples almost say tro almost say sorry we are talking about children. Ena makaka biom say akola owo year 1 to year 4 enya akola obetumi ahye ne say onhye mask. Akola owo year 1 to year 6 enya akola obeka che ne say ontena faako enta ne to so. Ena uko school no enya trotro mu tena school no mu di agro omo ka say omo se nkora omo ko school free agro nko ne ka kwan ho e fa ne say football boni ade. How we are going to ensure say nkola first of all you best sensitize your mono to do sa level no cry ade back. How we are going to ensure say schools in Ankasa, even the private schools themselves will be ready to so ade back.
Okay.
What I want to say and say it is obvious so be anywhere or Becca say on share in the challenges of the private schools.
Okay.
400,000 teachers and yet number of teachers I say about 20 na ye take decisions and you know if it was about elections anka the over 400,000 private school teachers I mean you come as one the figure na me anka those teachers you know would not be ignored. And they have not been ignored. It is as a result of government sentiment and one more muntina abain at this stimulus package yaba say the schools should assess this stimulus package and then at least and provide a certain level of relief and more no fambu teacher for in any case all you need to do as a school and it's about making sure say no man na me nua be ma boss was say NBS say for hwehwe yi obetumi anya sa no man be ayeden wo dia momo hwe private school teachers nankasa private school owners nankasa yem di so mo say covid buy omo relief when dem parents say parents no so wa chiro mo covid buy yi
na omo dey bi on
covid buy yi omo ankasa relief ben and omo dem parents
kwesi
me see you
see me time na so me time na so bajo
sincerely speaking aban no doing private schools or doing private school teachers and I am sure say in the coming days in the coming weeks the senior can MBSSI for any omu or adwuma or no akasa confirm say they are working with the MBSSI.
Okay.
And I'm sure very soon, no, some package in MBSSI prepare moment. Omusabeka, I'm to be DBA teachers.
That is, Kwasi,
Mike.
Almost I will for no mutu a full payment, mama. No,
and I know Mike want to say your name, Deputy Minister Shai, slash, a mamo, overhead, I say, your free so.
Full payment, no.
One thing was them. When you are there, they are school. Yes, when you PTA meeting, we have PTA meeting now. Online charges. No one say you name where and take or chronometer me use to or maintenance near the idea.
On you so can you
when you said in many in free now Emra within 70% and 60%.
Okay.
Oh, David,
I watch that. Okay, me too. Question to us.
MBSSI phone.
Yeah.
Report to HSA. Yeah, Juma since you can say 22nd June. Any date you're saying? What about that? Any part common din on Yama Chakro
about 22nd June so the action. Na 22nd June July yan can crack.
Oh, Antisa. No, these are when we were doing the process no. When we were doing the process and we wrote this but 10 minutes about 2. Yeah, the name now capture now report to me 22nd June.
Okay.
22nd June and now July August
6,000 applications.
I guess application a computer not there when
you manual
120,000.
If I don't know, 6,000 per 1 to me. I want my sign organized.
Yeah, organized. Yeah, Juma no quite to the point is what kind of report here. You call Registrar General Department. Up pruning out or more certified in then. Yeah.
Organized structure no more members and so 30 fees and so my parents.
Oh, Minya, as I say, parents be anywhere or private schools are. What corner people writers say papa iti me ho. No, can I say? Me pa cho e bia me to school fees. Ma me brother me to school fees ah. Wa pam na free school mo. What did I me cho na? Oh, demonstration mo ye no. Parents no. Asema ne wo.
Kwasi kawasem. Then jano
MBSSI for 22nd June and your report.
And that's your first September.
You free press conference. Say a report. BBN. The system now. The information I'm opening na. You collecting na. The ayeden. You say I'm hard copy. The abremo. And then the soft copy. The abremo. Muntuye sikane mayen. Ene. The sikane call participation banks. Ochina sikano participation banks for so muntimi ya ntipe ya chese. Aye konofi kono. Enti ye de yen sama ye kanyina ne say.
Ochina na mode petition ko.
Aye, ochina
mode petition ko ma president.
Akoko dia ko ye nim say president e wo voter region.
Yeah.
Na obeba be draw no na amana kwa aba na da ho. Ye man petition report we ka ho. They say am no cause over 50,000 signatures ana ya je. Ya printing say na tie ni kamede ba. And I do your printing in a watch now. Akoko dia koi.
Okay. But
immediately.
Forward the name round one of me committee for quick na yanko. Betio.
Ne kan nyina ne say aban no entie ne private schools eka.
Okay.
Oman no mu yedi. Eno ma aban ne ba ya odi agu akwan mu no. Amaga na fo ho kire wo mo na me kan sisu say me da bia me back school PT executives me ka ho omo ye online no ma bebre wo ho omo tete so e ma awofo eti enya no brother say
and the dia wo mo tete so but na one wa tete so be fani
bet me abo school bi
dey
me apart from
what's what ma tete wo dey no so
me apart from me back school
but as me who do so na wo what's what show man estate
me was man estate
me who do man or wait whether your point maybe
schools be brave ho what the upper from bridge side community side college about schools and me schools be brave
okay
because akola no one only fruit onko say bibia or you should be school ho and apart from teaching fee no
on tua bibia biom it's so because enkwala no tua be a last term omu tua be a let's say 1,500 now omo ye online ese tua 1,500 enye no kre
okay
me say enye no kre I'm telling you and me say my son who letters from schools are East Legon and other areas just say what matters so I'm a woman
okay
it's enye no kre it's aban ehwe na onye bibi
all right
if we say teacher for omo chira de e wo private schools omo ye Ghana for and a private schools no as an institution omo tua tax send our tier for soon one tier private
school for no so okay how you need 100.9 mutie mo kama no tum na mutie de tie for no so beka 0302243540 adaro mapacha oba anwa ye ne taw na je se bibia koyie beka se bonondu a obehia odifo Isaac Fosu hine jemodo nyame asem e de bebro ye sori so pe mini citizen I Ghana ene ye bewie adwuma de sitek womo enso e wa ha ye bedin ko mama ko ama no so na menye wadwe kire majo esa ye ko bra pani
yo magere aja no one for the nya me for the nya mami chai mamele kuma guguna amti ni gira woman organizer magere tata me kan se ni brana o ko tan tabi tata ni bi taji o private school ni abi anani yen odono na tabi o taji o private school bia e wo me so capital can say capital view school international mosudor ni bo bi etia ni say yi kakra nso so yi agobeka se o ma penyi ni hihye odi ba no eye obi anka so ma penyi hihye ni but go to the public school you should also think about the private schools because they are also human beings, they are also paying tax and we should know that they are starting from nursery to primary school. Majority service will back up private school. If you move on, move na ni tanya baku fire, move here sana and ya na ka u tia school fees one. Ma tise binu mu fie kwa ya say di o mu school fees. Ebi ya best eye ba no ma pe ni ni die e mu bi yan tia tia ya best ongu mu na binu mu ko.
Okay. Medas ya na wo so body ade aba majo yanko etio Bebato yetio yanko.
Mepacho ozo ni pomwa.
Yanko.
Na bibia
boko.
Na Jerry. Mananado wa ye wo kroyi moze. Eyo mampeni wa yete. Se yo bia wa dwum da wo pa. What to abede ten anado. Ke bibia la yakwen dada. Wo proma. Ke yetimi nyo mampeni ana yetimi nyi pe bi wo kweti na ye ngeje atechira fon. Eso no ya trusam. Yet it mo ma ya laba opposition li ye de for more than lucky border. E fi onyi border. Kisika me ya o kwisika ye botu be da yo kwan. Bukro mo kwan ma musuma ti ma to ka la akwa kwato do mo wada ye juma. Ti tell you to me ya da mo kwan. Ma kwa yo how for that mo my Ghana. Yet it mo ma endi to wo be keke endi to for that. Mo dey na mo go for school fee and what China mo for umbra. Ma nyeda. Mo say wo ko fa yalan wo da ba koyi mu. Ye pada ya sorry ya ba ko fa creative. Mo do mercy e go chi mo do wa ba Ghana. Na wana wo fi create wo ba no fi Nigeria na wo ba. Ana wo fi Cote d'Ivoire. Edumra wo de ya sisa ya agen.
Okay.
Wo be tia da ma be we atofo.
Me da say, me ba to me mo adio. Oh, when you so yanko e ma adio e.
Me do so ma to.
Yanko enim.
Yo, Abiola ni mikaze fi abeka.
Abiola yanko.
Yo, mentia wa bejafo. Na Jerry, me come asem so no. Ya besle menu ana na o kan say private teachers no. Ana say private schools no. Amampani abie ha no abie ha no mama wo monko no. Ma Jerry yanka no kura ma ye ho. Yo ni pa be bia ye benya ho asamaka. Sama lockdown e ba ya na na do so bia nse dem obi empie. Hwe anu mu de gu papa yi so. E na wo de ya hye dem ne komo odi en. E na say ye bi ade no so amuti ayi din 20 na papa yi akwa ko bi. Ma je private schools be bre ho no ma. Amu di school fees. Would have one casa check it, but you one mamma, your friends saying, almost the idea online, almost school fees to say, don't go school for paper. And so I'm a time radio, so no more concern. Yes, I'm like, a man on school fees. It's only a kind of clear my own, because from Ampenino, only did to me a sentence.
Madam say, and what doing today? Maybe I my joy.
Nyame asumidwe akamo anadwe papa.
And council, Nana Yanko.
Yo, Madam Bebre, Mamma from the English amount from Sylvester Tete, Ikame MP, amount from Sylvester Tete. But idea ya me pese mekanemu. Ye best Ghana for. Upe school. Pa ye jisika. Awo Ghana ha. I mean, I am a Roman tiasi. She abai. School bebre bia abai. I can say, Nkwalanuko school free. Aban to me manage. I start money in Adama or Macro Ghana. Na private school so more jisika. No matter but now. No, we do how na. Then a bandit way. Or not to see in any back. Na ye dear fata. Ni ntimi ya adwuma pa mfama o mankronkron Ghana. Na akwala na so o mo ba no o madache enkoyi emomo. Manuasi.
Me da se me ba cho ma jo e. Yankoi.
Aboju se ba ku peni.
Aboju se torchlight na da so yanko.
Oh, me da ya, ne me be kia me peni his excellency na ko gwar be men na no chan ye number 1 me chia papa na odi here ne very radio so. Ba ji me ku to sere no yakobom 1 no be o bia o shiran. Minia Womawi, me see, ya Casado do, Womawi, a to the BM who say, into Ghana, China, the countries no a cow politics in Casana. Yet your Mawi move, you see, Woma control of it, Omco Skukaka. You know, I'm off for one police, you say, and so we can I had day, or any punk one here, and you can a bank of any say. And then, I would jump on here, and take it, and then to home school, and I say, come, I say, my penny, or the 2 national so, never more, to talk, and a fossil, and fear among for, that Yama for Galanco, the go on such a home.
That's how about you say, I'm a fellas, but one, Majo.
Major, my Jerry.
Yet yours of my man.
You, my Jerry, the man can say. Oman peninya bua payo se private schools no montine fie na mum ye nyina ya ho bambo nti no man penini sanhye na gu kwamu ebi se phone telephone nko no nko chiro ma exam ze de si krom a ye so ya nugo man penini su kasa so ma ya mana ko school nti na de o se ya mana o montine fie na penifone nko school nti nyina ya fa ya na ensa papa ne problem nti me mu papa no nti nso committee no na nti 2021 o say be school ni dia me nim say di dia be time wie pe ma manga na fa no nti ma pressure nti mestre pressure na mda so no na adwobrel nti na dan kwa kufu ado adwuma wa bo covid-19 nti 7 December Ghana for be sanso ano
me dan sia no wadwen chire me ba to ma do last one.
Hello. But good evening.
Good evening, Udine baby Akasefre.
But me din Victoria de Mekasasi Kaswa.
Okay.
On penny we are about in fact on canopre.
Oh, are they?
On canopre. On canopre get the cry. The nyama cost to my ya real banage on canopre cry. Madam
Hey. But as well, where's the good evening, McJerry? Me did Maria from North Canada. What I'm suggesting. And they say, your GHS 1 for no sonko, and SHS 1 for Omunyanko. Because some of them even came home before a year lockdown. You hear that say, and come on first idea for Chima, you say the election is based on record, so it's a precedent. What you Juma Waba, Massa, no doubt. Oh, my band, Mahama, and you do a bit to me, I'll be doing him. No matter how be able to say, Mammy, you saw opportunity to congratulate you, McJerry, when the torchlight team, more wins, you may that say. Where's the good evening, McJerry? Now, why you journalists don't look for citizens who come and bring ideas and solutions instead of one more? Jerry, please ask him for me. Say, expansion of what? The railway system. Any Okada, and with the end of pay. Nana Boaje, what's in Bissawai? Him in the day, what may go and you answer him. It's one just say, him no way. Okay. Ebia prof na me sure so okay. Farouk Edifit. Also we play with that COVID preneur. Yeah, Radin Yankopon. COVID preneurs. I just on one in the brofo. Say you were entrepreneur. It will COVID preneur. COVID preneurs. To spare our years with a woman saying in some pessimistic attitude no more than priorities clean. Very good if it's teacher constitution or say hey don't cause party cry no so the manifesto no cry no benye abenia chain NDC for you NDC for pay dey ba na woman dey ba yo where's Jerry? I take our leaders should add common sense to science and data and no dey beat me aboa for di anka ho. We say I always say this as your problem pa your boy NDC. Your man penny be bia no more come wasem. Be chia your mama kosi Yankee aye. But that's it. Well, good evening, Mark Jerry. Former President Mahama must come and explain to Ghanaians why he shared a tribal comment or Twitter. That's what we say. Jerry shared 10,000 Ghana city stimulus package. Cannot pay 10 teachers for 1 month. We could see Edifia Denton or the Abba mistaken. So same. A Japan royalties deal no. In fact, a deal la woman the Babe Siphon, a Yesikani idea, unim sending a Japan. A Japan, the Yawada, Yamia Doma, you be host too, will be our Babechere, a Japan anymore. Where's the Macjerry? These and these guys are not, in fact, talking in the interest of the nation. They be some of them your more parochial interest, and no more come once them. You won't be deep, President Kufado, your focus will be dinking him. Where's the Macjerry? Quite interesting listening to your panelists. Very interesting argument. But I guess they should acknowledge that the Ghana government has done well to protect its citizen. I'm a teacher in the UK and we just resumed today. After 5 months, however, we were given a few months to lay out schools to reinforce social distancing. Michael, or the Finlander now, but also a teacher. In Sherman Elka, and also say NDC party has no vision. Into the Oman Penny, but you be a woman can was. I mean, we be a school in Kakran and also Bonnet Bain and a woman who is Sherman can be say. Some people at you say, please tell the desperate and confused NDC party, they say, I'm going to because the Oman Penny no. Look, the good people of Ghana, woman, we descend. Why? You some watch it, but I say now, 1 minute, quick comment now. You go. I'm just free. Oh. Dennis. O final comment, there go.
I'm say, Embra COVID by. Obi ehun ekwaya omampani na na dodan kwaku fado afaso. E dey asoso ano. Ene se Ghana ha yetumi koba ema NDC fo ne prof mutumi de omsesi omobo se yare no entumi anche ya na ejina anamopa omampani ayeden aka. E dey atoto akwemu. Me de maka na mesi aka biom se ebe ya ankanyenye His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo world president. Nanka Nana Addo Akufo-Addo na man wiase nyina omampeni yede hye ne sa. Nkanya de ebenya 751,000 deaths. And almost about 20 million cases we wiase. It's to say oye very decisive, oye focused, and oye strategic also in the management of the situation. From day one, wakase nebo taye ne se obebo enkwa ho ban.
Okay.
And I think say no de waye ne pepepe. Sen semfo bi wo ho ese se ka. The senior private school for FOAK ya. We gidi say one penny behwe na why den waka mo. The omo ka no mo ka bone. The omo ka ne say omo apply for stimulus package abade aba no. Na che say e ampasa abade normal to kwem. Na mo omo say ache embaye. Me we gidi say free omo some the petition come one penny. Enche. Me gidi say MBSSI led by Madam Kosiyanki omo hwe na omo mo so omo say den. Akebi enti say WHO 40 and say UN 40 Omo hwe no monye na Addo Akufo-Addo. Wiase nyina omampani world president. Na onso so COVID-19 ano man.
But I say Dennis Abuajina Teneka no. Kwazi?
Mike.
E dey na ka twa to.
Abrewa bese de aka ni nti ye ka nyina ne se anwumre ye nchia ye tiefo nyina na ye ma obi ana adufa. Nyame boa wo kyena anopa no nkron pepepe. Na ye nyina ye hiem ewo Adisa we anim ho no ma TV3 anim ho na ye se ye de petition ne ko.
Another model so na model ko. Ne pakute fa na ye ko.
Ye ka nyina ne se ni bresem hwe ewiase kom ya pa na ahokyere private school teachers afem from March up to date enya sepetwa yeti hai me no me ne yeto e na se be ye tua public school teachers for ka omo nku school enso bosu me bia so a na mumu akas nipa no wanya alert from bank wakoyi ni boko enso IGF a private school owners generate na omo de bia teacher for ka no ene emma eti ene ama ahokyere kese pa na abebe bare wo mo so akwese se bi adwuma form ye adwuma wo banks a omo tianye yi a banks ni gu ye no
okay
eti e besere o man pani se ontie ne private schools no eka if you say se wokọ se bi nti ne public school site to no wo mutimi bosso sa be 70 e wo class
okay
eti wokọ class ba ko teacher ba mienu miesa na echere ade
all right
but public private schools no no because of some Montessori system no you see class bi obekọ no mo ye 15 and wo class o teachers for no e wo nkwala no ho adaje eti o man pani makwan na nkwala na bi kwa anopa na bi kwa awia se na be at least
but I don't know to me and private and do the public in account so ka so ye dia
because private schools most of them no almost structures no dada
okay good prof final comments e dey na ka tira ban
well the America tira ban ni say education no a oba is obeye ni ye no e ma ni mfe ni agro because eno na ye number 1 flagship program and you know in the last decision on this the COVID update no so far as education is concerned no entwa ye and once I'm rabiem anyesa ebe ha ono ankasa because the science and data now the year juma no it is not pointing to the decision now what they told last Sunday no
oh okay
into once I'm rabiem now we'll make sure say the economy now work no is back properly into the month and yes politics if for any reason no buying no because of sika ya send or COVID period into no say sika sem ho ye dia mano a on feel free no mra Ghana for enim no make kan say look you need to yes fa ko into no ye de bibia kwa share January
okay
but my ye science and data ho asem bia that be oh mama comment and me panicho monfa science and data bia mbe cross
okay
and Ghana for kan say science and data say nkora ko school a womu bewu wa bra nkokra for 75 80 years ina womu timigina platform so call mo campaign meetings near the
okay
womu
all right
and you know once I'm bra be on education
okay better same abusia and then you mre woma menu womu di jumain what your Professor Kofi Anochio the managing director the ma your Kwanse State now entrepreneur and social and political commentator what in camp and now Kwesi Jetuya as the executive director the Ghana National Association of Ghana National Council of Private Schools Ghana National Council of Private Schools ono ye Kwesi Jetuya Dennis Abuaje or your former municipal chief executive ewo eye Kuyapem North Ekropon and an empatem or a member of the MPP Dennis Ebeka ye hon and eye Felix Nene Kakpite Felix Nson a member of the NDC one more communication team Felix is so babeka ye hon and then you bring one of the boamia and then the Torchlight Jumedi ye the Ebrel with neat 100.9 citizen I Ghana I ready sit one more baby the last lab no na ye the Ebrel.
All right, from the entertainment program host of the year straight to political show of the year, Greater Accra region. Folkless, nice edition 2019-2020. Torchlight, Neat FM.
Right, higher needs 100.9. Yankona, Akonaba Nana Wedu. Akonaba Bravifiana, yeah, Akonaba Nana Wedu, Ewahana, Alex Kwekucheta president at the ma, a citizen I Ghana city. But Akonaba Marquab to say,
Majay, Major Sumia Penny, now also to the Moya Power. Good.
Now, Alex Kwekucheta, Alex also Moaquaba. Baby, I will call there. Yeah, the Yako pass. Good. Now, Sitek aprobo emunsem said ya da ye no. And now one of the issues about betwe this or damongo some follow.
Damongo sure.
Yes.
Obani
asemi by gender ministry am say be kan ho asem Sitek mo so be kan anyina de fa. Sa de esi ye den na ye de afa ho. Say witches company ade. What are we doing about it? Akono ba me say
yo rapini meda wase na ye di nche kese de ama ye chitafo ni the executives ene Ghana mpenifo nyina na nadanka woso anwumre citizen ya Ghana ye fa fidikesi so echia opa so na eye dasibi otiu serebo a oya Asante Dwabin mahin nana ene anwumre onananom kotodwegu fomo yebu emu echia okese papa na ye koso ede nunyam kese so ede ma ye mpenifo a omoka ye ho we dwumadie efutu ebe nyina ye do mase papa minwa peni McJerry ami se sebio oman a yetimu yi ye agye ye ho mena e wonwoma bi ho sisie no ayekwa akoye se amamre nsemu se eden udwu ho awonte ase adechi adesa yese na witches camp menu utu onum kan say parliamentary select committee atuanamon akọ witches camp awo northern region akọ pense nyomemu and these things has been in existence for long enye ne NSA witches camp asem no beba gambaga witches camp ne ne akika ka ho nyina no atena ho no fitete yempedifo bebre a ewo aban mu omufri efen say northern region omu ya we o jase omnu ne yekoso ho no mo na koye se bio obi ono se owo baabi na se otu na mokopie baabi a na nuru emfi ninki se mpenifo yankopon amfamo amedi tumi se mo medi tumi sa keke mo bedi tumi se momboa na issues eden yentimi entutu nyoma yie so jase se bio yaya awreho se obi adu nifi penso watransase so enye 70 years 75 80 years minua na ebra sebio esenka udie se bibipo na nkoyi ewo na abra bomokrampo na obetrase na wahwe ne nyankopon animu no na wakofa bibika kakare beto no seden oebefo na wachechi na adakoto baabi a bia ensefata bra peni edu baabi a ukodu bia hono ma ho maye do kogu hono mo omasetem this is the time I'm expecting human right for some betimi sorry and so they are also mute on this issue.
But human rights one year mute sao. They've been speaking because of Amnesty International.
Then they should be loud. So they should be loud.
One more release a series of statements. And one more they are about to you fast say no man ekoso.
So
maybe they are not doing enough.
Gender ministries. Yes, right? Yeah, mame. Cynthia friend saying Mamle Morrison. Yes, right no. Say on page no yen mi say o ye na famu die e wo kwan bezu on page no ho na this witches camps ni nyina no yenku ni nyina
and now so therefore be 5 grand me kongo gu ade na yenwen
aden so ho na ade bechi ni e be sori ese obi ebefo ne enche bio na mame pani a wonya over 90 years your friend saying ni kromufo tugu no so ebo no so what I say ni nyane se rebefo na sa exercise ni koso nyina so de ya ne se kromam ni nyina memma kateche jono mafodi on arms ejina ho hwemma akatesie ebo mame ya manu wuye mu wiye no mo town de ni se de omukwa kosie no what I say when nyame adumo ene ma na sa incident ne de ebebesi ye ene ebiasa so asibiem nyame chadia say when they see no do wanwu but minwa magje utere me kana say nyame na chadia say wanwu etine kosi da ben ene ye behwe say sa ehye bone ne say sa suban bonu we say no e be koso ade na di o man we say mu ohun efi say ayade a ade chani say nyina ayade ekoso e wo northern region sa suban bonu yade ekoso northern region say amamre semo say ye den yo oju hu ba bia wonte ase be was ayade a it goes against human rights So ho.
Yeah.
Yesre, ye man penny. His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, a human rights activist. Oyobia, what quotia a friends akwankwafa hu die ho emre tintin bi atwam. Anya hwekwampo no ye nim say 1990 until Civil Rights Society. What I say? SRC. Civil Rights Society, that's SRS. So CRS. Civil Rights,
yeah.
CRS, Civil Rights Society.
Yeah.
What I say? Your man penny etisa koi in 1990. Oh, then or the koji and your bebre. It yesre. Say subamboni air course on my way say mono. Yesre. Say enough is enough. Enough is enough. Because you are sure yet as a man you have see from. Ewo kwa bi hu a. Emri bi beba. Ye hu ni ye. And then who so be na mkwa ho a sebeta frache ebia we use ban bia we need you because we be for not am na dey abono. And we can move on like this.
Okay.
We can move on like this, my Jerry. And what are we doing? Our opinion leaders, Yahimfo, civil society friends, civil society organizations, to say yen. A debate in a year for a clergy, imams, a debate in a year for it's central for you now. Maje, I get ABC
Yanche. Now, my problem is say. Adewanya de edi kan yesi ebiesi new
enye ne edi kan
wo amafo fasa ya we mu a ma yesi empanifo yi bebre wo ma je omo nkwa e de free wo nsem a yet
yesi onyamia dom ena mama die omo mu jana kasa video ye emane ba out ayade series of them has been killed.
Okay.
A lot of these aged women have been killed. What I say?
Yeah, what
are we doing? Yan sorry o Ghana, my mama yan sorry. If you say yan share ye hun ye. Sa suban na buboba na de na dina say ya din na ye ti wonu me say oh I say afa ne say ye tra sa bi keke no enye tra kra ayade ani enyan na eya say mpo even in our communities krampo no obi wo hono na bia ne ma anase efe sen abrabo bi ankoye e wona sitre ma obehu na fe den beye e na ye den abusuafo ebo no
okay
me waso oye innocent se onum so bi ebefu a na se wo tumi a utimi di kun friends beye na fight that spirit spiritually because who masam there obi timi kem hu bi asem what I say na mo se wo ko attack se nipa no in the physical aspect there e ho de na mpacho
okay
wo ye akoba bi e true because yet me as so sanyoma no so e wo man we say mu menwama Jerry
Alex ade we ya akoso ye ka ho asem da mo go de ni kra e bai mpanifo akodo a e kasa de fa ho they say sa ho yanko ye de ho ba bia wo say wo na ese e ho ya bai for campaign nti wo mbiri mamamfo ko wo na beye birim ni birim beye ni mo no ho ho spirit na spirit house me de abai ko mo
Jerry Emfa fidie so na nchia badak empanifo na obi bia oton ka wo Ghana ha bia no efa kwanye so achia wo afa kwanye so aka chiro se kan wakoma to yem na ye ne aban guso eye nkita ho a eboa obi bia oyimpoto enema eba Ghana ha eye cast de ye besro se obi anka na koma to yem na yeguso a edin sawoso a me kasa se as a protocol officer Emma Vadak eko no a yeguso ne aban edin sawoso enra say no empenifo ekohia gabi ne tenase yesese ne aban ne beti asemase enti no mesese empenifo nko makomancho na mi just take empenifo na titiu ne Robert David Alote lawyer baby a wo bia enwumre yechia Mr. Rudolph Mr. Mo Asari, teacher Mo Asari, baby, I will be a Kofodia, your friend say, good na, or your friend say, or your foreman, assemblyman, teacher Mo, your friend is a men come as so, me the anam if it's a sticky and kayaba. You may expect to say, ye bay criti be for beer. Bema nkofo omani nyina ni beba so no mubetie sanse mu we no enka agenda for ngenze so omoma other person po etu ana mon kra wo
won say minim baby ekro bia ni ho abayfo wo so chen Germany
Isa now so di ju chembe na waya Germany na abayfo
unim
we dey minim
una sorry kitwa bi wo ho a man ka sem
president wa say back your draw so
na ye ka ho asem unim na Ghana fo ankasa no efi emra Yesu Kristo eba ye wo ne ba asase wesu na abayfo ho dadaada omo wo ha bepem ne enti se obi ye bayfo obi ye we no me dem me fin se ene sanka ye kan bayfo pa kama mo mfa nche ema wo nke mema because wo ankasa unim pa se te se ni odefo de aba ye kan gofo ogusu omoken unim se wo no yire nete ye nuanom muslims omo mpa mo asem obakofo no awale enan obi emfa ne ho so atase ube hu se bema wo ye sofo ne yire baako no wo twempran be ye 10 enu nya be yi
enu na wo friend be yi
na wonim se no e be yi
enya be yi na wo chirem
niema bia wo ya eni bible emu abura anase eni wankasa wonim se wo ye boni ni de atua wonua no eye be ye nya be ye ni ne wo tunko awo na ne won abrofo ne miracle a omo ye no eno omo de omo gitum se omo timinya iye bi kura edu se omo di afi bi omo di saa be ye di ade no omo di saa finhia no na omo ye saa nyankoma de no obi me niemani hu ene niemi yi misika de mana me kan obi ne maame awo no ne owagu maame ne nambe 80 something wa kwala 5 omo se sofo aka a chen se o maame ye beifo na okohwe maame abrewo no nko ante na mekọ se me man only 100 Ghana na 200 ana me to mo ne de komana maame ne nsam obeka no wangasa no feel proud se obakura wo ye adwuma do nsaka ya no wanyesika enti beye no de e wo ho free tete bepem saamre oba ade bo wiase bepem saamre enti saade na northern region omo ye wo ho no
camps no ne
saade de sa 21st century mo che se ene modern Ghana ye da so saade ma we wo ho ne de me de mi fin se nka we de kanya ade kra nka se ye betena se ni ye debate wo ho kra so enti aban ni won se bi obeya koso ne ye kan nyina no ho no obi nti yo omnim na nka ne esi nansan ke bi asansi biem enti se measures bi ho bibi ho na so omo de begu aya omonye won tense ne ye betena ha adamate so ho aye beka obeka no masa enkran ha na de chi hu pia bonte hu ka ekurase ba bi obi hyewo me mra na me kan petrol tanker ye ko ba bi ti se bugulungu ka kura obi hu bi da bepem ne onim se ka kura no wote ka kura so anu odwane enti ne amumu ka wa ha no ye guso aye kan de ye nkura ase no na wo hu se difference ho na ha de wo ba na wo no unama wo se wa ne oga masa
ayana de wo say no we have to enforce the law well ade ba kwa wo mu say
we de anya law force
anya law enforcement ne de
asmai
anya law enforcement ne de
ade no sa which camp no baby bia ahindie bia wo no eya ahemfo no mo hwe ne tete sa ade no sa ekuro ni so no so what you say
we yankwa so no na yankwa na kwama eye sa no
masa
na yankwa na yankwa kwa
ubetimi atna otekoko so krom se wankote which camp
it is a local authorities in Moa. Then what are we supposed to do? Say local authorities, no. Some one more. Ayemfo ni ade no. Some one more. Ohiri ya. One more Maria one more bono ekuni. Ohiri ni friend na dey no kan also no kra na mafo no kra so no oni moche. But the bad day ben one say nipa bodwa. Na go yedu obi esi dwom. Say ya bo ne kunu no ohiri beka so oni moche.
Na we uti kro no
pede. Eto local authorities ya anya no ness ye dem mra dey adwa. Ye chimu nyina. Then you see. So we have to enforce the law. We don't have to
raise certain things at all.
You see, we have to enforce the law.
No. Me feel say we dey ekuro na nkasa no first no one say ye see etimi bodawuro say ye call manjuma nti ohen no opese o chese onya awe say ye see manjuma o ne na ye ku obi dia no de so ohen nsa onya awe enti to me no dey me dey make say o mampani fa ni na nsi fom na sam kuro no sa ne ma ni nyina no omu nyimfiri ho because on se bibia ye de to aban so e wo mra ade bi wo ha ya ase oman no obi bia oti kuro ni betimi aye e ma ye simple e na bibia ye de pressure bia gu aban so sa ma je se nti unya ye nya ponte se wo yo mampani wo Ghana te se se fa hodie pa se wo benya bi de masa oh Debbie
on baba pressure sa ba
wa pressure sa ma because wo ye ne ya yes buei wo ye ne nya yes buei enti hwan na mo pese ene na yansan go fa kwasi comedy as well
okay high need 100 points and I said I got a sit again you know more edu come dada abropom aprobom nsem ahodo a aya wo de eti any other matters be or where
Jerry I said there's another matter be 9% yeah nemo no be no be da foforo
okay
private teachers better how no me o ma kan nsem bebre na hwehwem kakra sit again ye no so nche say
wo betime
aka say aban any private schools nsem no I say aban de bi na ni wo government schools no more than private aspect what I say if so mo kasa kwapro mo say before government ebeye we say kwapro no one consult before consult private schools no so na o how can say pa me pese Ghana for nyina ni private entrepreneurs na tia say especially private affairs and tertiaries no omo tia say ni say so senkwala no ewie first private tertiaries no be say nursing training and I say teachers training now. Sometimes you know